Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to the first of two for today, as usual. We're only going to have Shameless FC for today, but as you guys noticed with the news that has just been coming out today, we had to drop a double upload for you guys. So we will be doing two streams today. This will be coming out as usual right now. Fucking hell, obvious. And then Shameless FC will be dropping at 8 p.m. as well. So check it out. Check out both of the streams and like and subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. We told you it would just be one day without Haaland news before something came up. And here we are, one day into it, and we are back talking about Erling Haaland. But I think we actually have some developments to talk about this time. We aren't just going round and round in circles like we've been doing for the last month and a half. Something might actually be happening before our very eyes. We might actually be dropping an opening bid. The rumours are 130 million is to be reported for the first opening bid, and we do know it's below the 150 million valuation that Borussia Dortmund wanted. But Carefree Youth is reporting that this might just be a test to see if Dortmund will still stick to saying that he is staying with Borussia Dortmund this season, because they have kept their foot down on this. They've said for the most part that he is going to stay as a Borussia Dortmund player for this season. But like we're also speaking backstage with me and you, Jesters, you were saying that as soon as a first bid comes in, if it's a strong bid, Alfie and Erling Haaland are going to get involved. So this might try and shake things up a little bit. And this is what we wanted to do with the opening bid anyway. At least test the waters, test Borussia Dortmund's resolve. See if they really are adamant that they're keeping Erling Haaland this season. Or if they do have a price tag, which at this point, I'm going to be real, it's just speculating. We have to see how they respond to the offer. They could accept. They are likely going to reject, because I feel like if they do accept, it would have to be closer to 150 million valuation. But who's to say they don't add 20 million in add-ons and then we reach that 150 million anyway? But guys, what are you telling me? Erling Haaland bid is dropping in the next few days. What's your thoughts?
Well, the first thing you need to realize that this, I do not believe that this happened today. I think This is older news you're just now getting. So whether it happened at the beginning of the week and we're just now hearing about it and there's no answer yet, because the decision takes some time. But the most important takeaway you can have from this bid going in, and it's not an official bid, it'll be a bid behind the scenes that we said, hey, how about 130? So we went through the process of this amount of money plus a player. We did that process and they struck them all down, or it just wasn't what they wanted. So now we're going in straight cash homie. So straight cash homie says 130 million. Mm-hmm. Here you go. And it's straight 130, no add-ons, and that's double the release clause. So this also wakes up Alfie and Mino to say, hey, here's that bid we told you we were putting in. Now you go do your work behind the scenes and tell them you want them to accept it, and start making rumblings of wanting to leave. So now that's going to come up. They're going to say, hey, look, we talked to you. We wanted you to accept a bid that was in the ballpark, or at least start talking. So I think this is the first positive step. And I think it ultimately it'll end up with add-ons unless Marina just pull off the deal. But 130, if we get them for 130 million, that's a steal. We should be building a statue with Marina outside Stamford Bridge.
Yet again, if that happens.
You're right.
Yeah,
another statue.
Statue.
I tend to think that if we did in fact put an official bid in, which probably Jester's right, it probably was several days ago. I don't think we put in a bid that it's going to be something we thought would get rejected. I think if it is an official bid, it's something that Dortmund would have said either to Alfie or Mino or to whoever the third party is, that this has got to be the number for us to make the move. And it would be somewhere at 130. I would almost bet that there's some add-ons, maybe not a full 20 million in add-ons, but maybe 10 in add-ons or something like that. I don't think it's one of these things where we're going to be bidding back and forth, and until they say yes. I think it's something that we would have known. Either Alfie or Mano would have said, "Hey, they'll make the move if you put in a 130, 140 bid." And so I think it's very encouraging Especially with it sounds like the Milan deal is basically done, about probably close to being announced in the next day or so, which is also good news for us. So yeah, I mean, I think everything that came out today is very positive, and it looks like hopefully in the next week or so, we could have a giant Norwegian goal machine coming our way.
You see how we always said that it would take one transfer to kick off a domino effect? I feel like it's the same thing happening here. We've seen Sancho just be confirmed to Manchester United. Now we know Marlon to Dortmund is getting closer and closer. That now is meaning that Erling Haaland to Chelsea is getting closer. And we're now just starting to see it happen. So I feel like what we were all claiming about just waiting for one big transfer to go through, we're starting to see it happen now. And now we're starting to see the wheels in motion. But as usual, we do have to wait to see if Borussia Dortmund accept or not. But if we are dropping an opening bid, at the very least, that we are showing interest as well. And we're also shaking things up on the Dortmund side, because now we know Raiola is going to be getting involved. And we know Raiola wants to put this transfer through as well. We've already spoken about how agents are only going to receive 10% of the transfer fee from next season onwards. So it's the last season for him to make some serious cash. So if he's going to do that, he's going to want to sell his best asset first.
Do you remember a week ago when we had the reports that they were struggling to pay an extra 5 million or something for Marlon? And then suddenly this news that the fees, it might not even be linked, but it's like agents' fees are getting dropped next year. And then suddenly last night, Marlon's deal's going through now.
Yeah.
Do you know? I don't think it's linked, but a conspiracy theory, which is very low percentage of my mind.
Mano's not a dummy.
Yeah.
He's going to try to make his money this year as much as he possibly can.
But what I'm saying is they were struggling like 10 days ago. The report about the agents' fees dropped a couple of days ago, and then suddenly last night, the Marlon deal is now close to being completed.
Yeah.
And he's a Raiola client. So,
Yep.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It's probably not, but it's something to sensationalize and try and link together that he's getting 10% next year if he moves, where he's getting a big fat 40 million this year if he moves. And he's got a client already lined up to go to Dortmund. So
yeah, if you don't have a direct source on things, what you have to do is go through all the news and put it together like a puzzle, right? You have to see what fits, what doesn't fit. And once you do that, you sift through all the BS and you find the pieces of news that you deem relevant and credible, and you piece them together. It's an arrow pointing to Chelsea saying Haaland is coming. That's what all the credible news out there says, that there's a deal there to be had. All it is the money going in, the right amount, hitting that right dollar, and then Haaland's going to be in Chelsea. And in the meantime,
big up yourself.
You're going to look to move a Tammy Abraham on. You've already got Giroud out the door. They're going to look to get their signings in, because once you do a blockbuster bid, everybody goes, oh, well, they got money. So we could be wrapping up a Chouameni deal right now. We could be doing all sorts of different things. So Haaland gets announced first. He's the marquee, but then you see you see whatever other moves we're going to make. They go down really quick. It's not going to be a big delay. It'll be Haaland's introduced, and then bam, bam, bam. We'll get the rest of the people we're going to get this summer. It'll be over with. Because, of course, we have the series in London, and then we go into the Super Cup and then the Crystal Palace.
Do you think they got spooked by any rumours about the City story that we heard last night?
What City story?
Well, it's been denied that they were going to bid 160 million.
Yeah,
I feel like they might have gone, hang on, we need to get this in, we need to now put in the bid. Or do you think? For me, I don't think that would affect them, but.
No, but we did say it's a bit of an arms race in itself. As soon as one looks closer to getting a big striker, the other's going to have to go and make a move. Because if one doesn't, they're not winning the league. It's just confirmed before the season even starts.
Well, again, I would say if we believe this bid is older, it didn't happen today, then maybe that's City's response to them knowing that we put this bid in for Erling, right? So you have to look at time. You think the timing is, this just came out, this just happened today. Maybe it's older, and then the news then City got a wind of it, and then City goes, well, we got to step our pursuit up for Kane. So that could be a marker telling you, hey, this bid is a little bit older than you think it is. Maybe at the beginning of the week it went in, and they're pondering it, seeing what the ins and the outs are. It would be the largest transfer fee that they've ever done. It'd be larger than Dembele.
You know what's gonna be?
Massive.
If City get Harry Kane and we get Haaland, I reckon it's gonna be a hell of a title race. I reckon too short, obviously. You don't think it'd be a title race?
No, I think we'll be heads and shoulders above City. I think he's already got Pep figured out. He's got Pep in his pocket.
I think it's going to be a hell of a title race, even with Man United.
It's a long
Man United's got a fantastic.
It will be tight. Like
and
the first
Liverpool's
one,
got a good squad.
we both rested and we were just better going forward. The second game, we snuck it in the last minute against Man City, and then Pep just collapsed in the Champions League final.
Yeah,
it's tight. Like, there's every reason to be confident. The same way, I'm not going to say, "Oh, we're going to smash City next season."
So if I were to tell you that we're going to lose Tammy and Giroud from last year's attacking squad, but bring in Erling Haaland, and you're still going to have Havertz, and you're still going to have Werner, and you're still going to have everybody else, oh, we're going to win everything.
There's still other areas we got to address, though.
No, but we have those areas on lockdown. Look,
I'm saying if they get Harry Kane as well.
I'm not worried about Harry Kane because he's going to go down for 2 months with an ankle injury. I mean, you just plan that out now. And
I don't like to do
good
that.
Enough to do without him already, though. You know. So
they
add
can
him
with De Bruyne.
They
make De Bruyne a false nine.
Our major surgery this summer was to get a striker.
Yep.
The other bits, it might just have to do with what they got with the squad there, but the major bit was to get a striker. It had to happen, or else we are settling for either second, third, or fourth.
What makes me more confident is having Thomas Tuchel. That's what makes me more confident.
Yeah.
Even with those players we had, he was able to win a Champions League. So just getting him even a clinical striker, like, you know what I mean?
Jabby, have you ever seen a manager get into Pep's head so quickly?
Nah, bro.
He made him change. He made him try out different formations, even bringing in players in the Champions League final. He got in his head.
These City fans on Twitter is like, oh my god, like they got so lucky they could only beat us with this team. I'm like, we beat 3 different versions of you guys.
Yeah, we beat 3 different. We had 3 different teams
excuses.
As well.
No excuses.
As well. That's what I mean.
Big up Myron Phillips saying Jester's dishing out hype, and I'm all here for it. Big up yourself, my G.
Yeah, so here's some more hype. Let's look at some of the other teams in the top 4. Man United. Everybody would instantly say Man United is a better club than they were last year. Well, hold on a second. They didn't have a problem scoring last year. That wasn't their issue. Their issue was defending. And if you're now going to tell me that midfield is going to lose Paul Pogba out of it, you're going to lose Paul Pogba. That's going to be a worse team. I don't care who else you bring in. They can bring in Varane. They've already got Sancho. They can bring in Trippier. But the fact remains is that midfield is another joke without Paul Pogba in it. And if he goes to PSG, they've taken a step back. Let's look at Man City. They're talking about, okay, we'll bring in Harry Kane. Well, we're going to sell Sterling and Mahrez. They're on the market. Does that make them a better team? No.
When they're bringing in another midfielder in Kane, they need a striker. We all know that. Kane drops.
Right. Is it confirmed they're losing Sterling and Mahrez? That seems mad.
Well, I know they're both on the market. I didn't say they're going to lose.
I would buy Mahrez off City easily. He's a right winger who's got a left foot, who's pretty decent on his right foot as well. Like, I would have him.
So he's a younger Ziyech. He's a younger Ziyech.
I mean, if you only get him if Ziyech is going. That's the only.
I would happily sell Ziyech.
Proper DM.
The rumor is that
we already know the DM they should be getting.
No, we don't need any basmati. We got.
No, not us.
Oh.
Man United.
Man United.
Okay.
You know you're talking about midfield. Chelsea need a midfield.
In what world am I doing Declan Rice prop?
I was about to say who is this, Lewis?
Yeah, you
would go with the real one.
Fine.
He's had a change of heart, man.
I was gonna say.
I have not. That's
He's
for
being
Manchester
nice to
United.
Rice.
We can offer
He's
that
being
to
nice
them.
to Rice. Nice to Rice.
You know,
That's what he is.
Yeah.
I'll
you
be
know,
nice to
Paul
Rice
Pogba
and have
going
it
on
ordered
sale.
with my chicken on the side. Other than that, I ain't interested.
I think Pogba's
Is
as
Paul
good as
Pogba worth
gone.
45 million? If he's
Yes.
worth
Yeah.
45 million, give Man United 55, 60.
He's
Give him
worth
60
worth it.
million. See what to do with it. I
He's
would do
worth
that.
He's worth it.
Yeah, he is worth it.
I'd go
I-
all in for Paul Pogba, but we'd have to spend 100 million on him.
But
Yeah, because
look,
not
it'd
60?
be the English transfer tax. That's what it'd be.
it's the English transfer tax plus you
Yeah.
then you're paying Mino another agent fee.
That's what
I mean, Mino's going to be
the downside about his agent.
You
He's
know,
going to be making 75 million from us in agency.
he's going to be living on Daddy Papa Roman just like the rest of us are.
He's going to buy one of his yachts. He's going to start
Right.
spending. He's going to buy his yachts.
So yeah, I just think that again, City don't look any better with the Kane in it to me. If they're going to lose a couple pieces, Liverpool, they've lost Wijnaldum in the midfield.
and they're
You
broke.
know,
They're
And
broke.
that's-
and it doesn't look like they want to spend any money.
Yeah,
so I'm
they're
not-
broke.
I'm not too worried. I think that with the squad that we have, what we showed at the end of last year with Tuchel, putting in a bona fide, I'm going to put the ball in the back of the net from
Yeah.
wherever it is around the box, is going in the back of the net. So you know, if you're, and then you've got Timo running off him, you've got Havertz, you've got Mount, you've got Pulisic, you got Ziyech, you have Cho. You've got the
Hazard, you just
defense
watch.
that barely let anything in, ban a couple of bad games. Come
you
on,
guys
folks.
watch.
It's-
You guys watch. If we get him and you watch, you thought Havertz played well beforehand. If he's got someone like Haaland up there, I mean, he's going to do
Imagine
a
it.
madness himself. He's going to do
I'm
a
telling you.
madness. Absolutely.
Thor's twins. Thor's twins.
Yeah. 'cause
You-
they can't
I
play
can-
him.
Literally. You got
I can
Kai
believe
Havertz from last season, who's like coming to us
Even
like,
in the
I don't know,
Euros,
like his
I
own
know
guy.
Germany didn't play well. But
Yeah,
even
yeah,
on
he played
Euros,
amazing.
played well. His movement when he had someone right beside him was exceptional.
Talk-
They couldn't
Yeah, but the
pick him
one
up.
to Muller as well, like against England, like that should have been a goal. He got
Yeah,
robbed
yeah,
massively.
Exactly. He got robbed.
Talking about rivals, like what do you guys think of the players that Liverpool are being linked with in McGinn and Jared Bowen?
I think
Wait, Jared Bowen's legit. They're actually in for
I
it.
Yeah.
think that was legit.
That's literally apparently
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah.
Nah, no way. These lines.
so. They're going to
Honestly,
steal
bro.
Jared Bowen so they can bring in Ross Barkley.
Bro,
They got no
do you know
money.
what the thing is?
I'm here
Twitter
for it.
Spaces-
I'm here for it.
All right,
I'm
you
on-
know what? That works for us then.
I'm on Twitter Spaces quite a lot in it, and I come across quite a lot of different types of fans. And honestly speaking, the Liverpool fans were selling me this dream that they had that Mbappe would be financed by Nike and he would end up at Liverpool. So they heard Jared Bowen's coming, and
With
I
what
was just
money?
like, guys, this is not what I was expecting from what you lot were saying. What the hell's going on at your club?
Yeah,
And the thing
LeBron
is,
James.
you would
LeBron
tell
James is going to finance Mbappe move. He's going to finance it. He's going to put it in. He owns a part of Liverpool
LeBron
and
James
the
probably
Red
forgot
Sox.
who Liverpool was in a day.
Yeah, exactly.
No, LeBron James is a very big Liverpool fan. He met Christian Pulisic at Anfield, I want to say, and that's why the links were there between Liverpool and Pulisic before we got him. So, yeah, he is a big fan, but it's still,
Liverpool.
huh?
Well, there rumors of Pulisic to Liverpool. I remember there was like this year, but it was very quiet.
No, it
He
was
was-
before he came.
Before he came to us, he was linked because of Klopp
came
in
to
it.
us in 19.
Fucking
Well, we
hell,
signed him
fair
in Jan
enough.
19. So
So,
yeah, but
but that I don't think Mbappe would do what he's doing in Liga and the Premier League. I really think he'd find it more difficult to adjust than Haaland would, just because of frame type and the way they play. Haaland is a pure
The
beast,
style.
and he's just a unit. The dude
It's a
is
style.
huge.
so they would only be able to sign him if he stays at PSG for 1 more year and he doesn't sign a new contract. That's the only way they sign him because they can't afford his transfer fee of 125
You can't tell them that because as far as they're concerned, Nike is willing.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
finance
the
that
greatest.
type of
Nike
deal,
are going to
innit?
bear them out.
Which-
Yeah,
Hold on,
FSG.
When
The
they
thing
switch
is-
over to Nike, I thought they had New Balance.
Like
They're with Nike now,
The
but
kit
they
sponsors,
would Nike, yeah, they would Nike.
They're with Nike now, yeah. They broke out.
Yeah.
yeah, but
But the
even in
ahead,
PSG, they're with Jordan. Jordan, I think, is a more recognizable brand. I mean, Nike is a huge name, but Jordan,
Jumpman 23.
yeah, like that. That's a big.
I'm
That's
not
a
gonna lie to you guys. I am absolutely jealous of PSG in that regard because that their stuff, honestly, like
yeah.
I'd rather have
Their
trophies.
it's
kids,
genius what they've done.
yeah, their kits are great. But yeah, I mean,
Rather have
I totally agree
trophies.
with everybody. I don't think really any of our rivals have strengthened to the point where having a Haaland would put us above those teams by I think a pretty good margin. I don't rate that United team much at all, to be honest with you, especially without a Paul Pogba. I still don't think they have a real striker. Cavani, yeah, he's an okay player, but he's older. I don't see him bagging a ton of goals for them. Sancho yet to be seen in the Premier League how he'll do. We saw
they can have all the
Martial.
attackers, Josh. They can have all the attackers they want. Okay, and Bruno Fernandes. I don't mind how many goals he scored. They can do all that, but their midfield of McFred is bang. I'm being kind. Is bang average. Okay,
Yeah.
it is average to say the least. And everyone's going, "Oh, will we get Varane? Him and Maguire will do well." Okay, that's great. You can think like that. Let's see if that happens. Yeah. And what's going to happen with your goalkeeper? What's going to happen with your goalkeeper situation?
Where does Trippier fit in this? Where does Trippier fit in this team?
You know who can't be forgotten though
Puts
this
him
season?
behind Wan-Bissaka. Well, he probably
a backup right back. Like I mean, it doesn't improve their team.
It's probably because they just need someone who's a bit more attacking because Wan-Bissaka isn't really that good going forward.
Yeah. What'd you say, Mo?
Oh, he's terrible.
The team that can't be underestimated, I think, have strengthened well season by season is Leicester City. Leicester City, honestly, they can't be underestimated in my opinion.
They got no Bible. They got no Bible whatsoever.
I think they got no depth.
Yeah, that's a thing.
When you see Barnes get injured, Maddison's injured, Vardy gets injured, like a lot of players of their key players get injured. Ricardo, the right back, what's his name, gets injured. They really struggle, and that's when they do.
Chris, if Maddison goes, who do they replace him with?
They have to look for someone new, and they're good at finding new players.
They are good. They are good at that, though. They are
honestly
good at
speaking, though, they have barely played Maddison though. Like he's actually fallen out with Brendan Rodgers, which is why apparently this whole talk of him leaving is on the table. But regardless,
this right here.
You have
this right here.
Myron Phillips saying, would we rather agonise over the Haaland saga or be Arsenal raiding the bargain bin every other day? Imagine being a Spurs fan. We will be fine. We're fine regardless.
We're actually fine.
No one should be worrying about Chelsea dropping out the top four or anything like that. Or if we don't make any signings, we're going to have a terrible season. No, we're not going to have a terrible season. It's just we probably won't win the league. I know it's not going to be what we expect for the season, but you're right. I don't want us to be like Arsenal raiding the bargain bin for Declan Rice, for Danny Ings on a 1-year contract, or being a Tottenham fan, like just overhyping the bare minimum.
They signed a goalkeeper, guys. They signed a goalkeeper.
No.
Yeah, Calestri or whatever his name is.
Honestly, there's Arsenal fans trying to tell me this is a good long-term investment. I said, over what? What have you seen that this keeper is a long-term investment?
Ramsdale?
Ramsdale?
I can't believe it.
Shamsdale, bro.
£30 million for Ramsdale.
Oh
my god, bro! Like
30 million for Ramsdale, but like that's not our club, innit? That's why I don't want to hear none of this. Oh, we can't afford Tammy Abraham, bruv. You're throwing 30 million on a sub goalkeeper, and you're telling me you can't buy a European champion in Tammy Abraham. Get out of here, man. You can pay 40 million.
Andrew, that was harsh, bro. Man,
they can pay 50.
Oh my god.
He's Shamsdale, bro. He's Shamsdale, right? That's what he is. He's Shamsdale. 30 million for him, and he sold Martinez for
Exo, I hear what you're saying about a keeper being a long-term investment, but they've bought 3 keepers in the last year.
Yeah.
Like, they're not all going to be long-term investments.
Honestly, whoever said...
Abdi, I see what you're saying as well. It's just Alex Goldberg and ex-West Ham United employees saying that Marlon's being brought in as a Haaland replacement. We already kind of know that. It just makes things look even more positive on Chelsea's end. But with the opening bid, things already look positive anyway. Like, things look like they're leading in Chelsea's way. It's just, depending on how much money we're paying up front, do you guys see Dortmund accepting 130 million outright? Like, for me, if we're paying about 80, 90 million up front, then there is a good chance we could see this. Or if we even at 20, 30 million on add-ons as well. It's all about the fine print for us.
Yeah. It's the stuff behind the scenes that we don't see. You'll see the number, the bid, but you won't see what goes into it. You know, what's the structured payment up front. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be at least the 65 million release clause will be done up front.
Yeah.
So let's just say it's 65 up front and 65 to be annuitized over 4 years or 5 years, however long his contract is. So that puts another $13 million or something on a year.
Oh, for goodness sakes, man. Going saying Tappy upgrading Arsenal is like going from OG Rona to the Delta
No,
variant.
the chat.
No
chat
change
is ruthless
whatsoever.
today. What
You're
is
damn
going
right.
on?
Go
man.
ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
this is the
Oh
goated
my
super chat.
God.
This is the
It's
best
not even a
super chat I've
roast. It's
seen.
not even a roast.
Because there's different levels to it as well. You have to think about it. It's like, what's the difference? Oh wait, there's no fucking
What did
difference.
Tammy do?
Big up yourself, Go Ian,
Oh,
as
my-
always.
What did Tammy do to you, man? What did Tappy do to you, Go
The same thing he did to
Did
me.
he lose you a bet or
I bet-
something?
Same thing
I
he
bet Tammy just agreed not to sign autographs after the game
Yeah,
because I know he's one of them man that doesn't wind his car down after
Oh,
games
man.
as well.
Oh,
Him and Timo
Go AM,
Crawford
do you have a
are the
sister?
peakers.
Do you have a sister
No,
that
no,
maybe
Well,
got involved in
I'm
this?
not gonna lie. I don't
Or
like the
something.
Tammy slander, man.
Hey, we're not here slandering Tammy. I'm just here reading the super chat, man. I have to be respectful to the people that donate. If they
Something, man.
donate, I have to read out what they say.
he just put
What
Tappy-
didn't Tappy do to
what-
me? He touched him in uncomfortable places.
You know what? You know what? I bet I know what it was. I know what it was.
Oh,
He had like a £100 bet on Chelsea to beat
Freaking
West Ham
Tappy.
3-0 at the London
Yeah.
Stadium.
Yeah.
And then
We
that
need a-
Tammy
we-
header went over the bar and he's hated him
Yeah,
ever
absolutely,
since.
yeah.
Go on.
yeah.
We need a backstory, bro, because this seems like you are absolutely hurt by the guy, man. I need to know what's the backstory here, bro.
I could see Go being like 2 years ago being like the biggest Tammy supporter of all time, was like, this guy's gonna bag us 30 goals a season, and now he's just completely broken him over
that's what
2
it is,
dead
Josh.
years.
Josh. He put on a bet for Tammy to score 16 to 20 league goals on 19 to 20 season, and it was about 1,000 to 1. He put £1,000 on it, yeah, and he got to 15. And he was going, I'm going to get that bet, and then he didn't score another goal.
No, the amount of blue balls that people would have had following Tammy in the second half of that season.
Yeah.
The amount of missed chances was horrendous. But like we said, we ain't here for slander. We're just here to spit the facts.
Well,
It
we're
is
here
what
for
it is.
whatever.
Oh yeah, we're just here for bands at this point.
Are we,
That and just
Lewis,
daily early Haaland's talk.
Lewis, are we going to mention something about reports that our man Wayne Mould says about a few weeks ago about Kimpembe? Because
Oh, yeah, he
Wayne
did
did
as
bring
well.
that up. He said he had a source about Kimpembe. About
He's got
looking
soul?
No way did he have a source on
He
Kimpembe.
said it. He said it.
He did say that. I do remember.
Don't-
Say it.
Did
He
he?
said it. Yeah,
Yeah.
remember he said I've got a source that we might look at. Chelsea might be looking at Kimpembe. Last night and today, there's reports. I know it's on Twitter, but there's credible things that we are looking at Kimpembe, or might be looking at Kimpembe. So, Wayne, you know, you got to give props to Wayne. Chat, you got to give props to Wayne. He did say it, man. He said it a few weeks ago as well.
But again, it does have to go through. All we know is that we have interest, and it all depends
That's what
on
he
how
said, though. He did
Kimpembe's
say- Wayne
feeling.
did say interest. Wayne
But
did
put
say
that
interest.
in
He
the
didn't say
big value.
Okay,
anything.
cool.
I think that's more. I think they're probably more just monitoring the situation than actually like real interest in
He's
him.
worried about his first team spot with Sergio Ramos now joining the team.
Yeah, well,
But
and
even
also
with that in mind, he won't really know his position until deep into this season.
Right.
He has to see how many games he starts. So you can't just outright expect him to want to leave anyway, unless that's the way the situation is.
well,
Well,
they have to
Rudiger's
raise money for
situation's not done yet.
Pogba too.
Rudiger-
They have to
Rudiger
raise
hasn't
the
signed a
money.
contract yet.
Yeah, they have to raise money for Pogba. So
Yeah.
if you could part with, let's say you could have Zuma going the other way.
Yeah.
Plus some
a
cash,
lot of
that
people
would
are
make
saying-
sense.
A lot of people are saying it'll be Rudiger because he looks the least likely
He
to
hasn't
re-sign
signed
the
a contract.
contract.
He hasn't signed a contract. Yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
could
And
be
to
it.
be honest, if
And he-
Kimpembe comes in, he would be playing at left centre back, wouldn't he?
He would
Yeah.
be.
Is
Yeah,
Rudy back
so
at
it would
preseason,
be-
by the way?
Nah, he
Next
won't be
week,
back
I think.
yet.
Next
I
week,
think
they're
it's this weekend.
back. Oh, is it? Okay, yeah.
That might
But
accelerate.
I know
the,
Havertz and
the signing
Werner were
of the
meant to be
contract,
back
innit?
tomorrow.
Who's
Oh,
back
then
tomorrow?
Rudiger should be as well. Then Rudiger
Havertz
should
and
be as well.
Werner.
Well, hey, man, I can't wait for it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he
think
probably would. Go ahead, just.
the friendly got canceled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they played
because
a
we
their
got-
squad game.
Yeah. Someone's in the squad's got COVID or something.
So our first one would be on fifth stand back, won't it?
Left behind an island as well.
Are they meant to play more than one game there?
No,
it was just a one, but because of the situation with Masunda, they cancelled it, and now they've just taken the whole team back.
It's very
So
weird.
it's Masunda?
Is that who it is? It's Charlie?
No, it is Masunda.
Oh,
They would
this
have
guy,
to be
this
him
guy
with
can't
his
catch a
injury.
break, man.
Well, he can catch COVID though.
No,
God's
Nilo.
sake.
Yes, for goodness sake, bro.
Why did we go over
Oh,
there anyway?
my
I don't understand why we
goodness.
went over there. We just stayed at Cobham. I don't even know why we went over there.
There's no reason for him to go over anyway. He's going to be out of here.
Yeah, it sounds like Gallagher's on the way out as well.
Just now pissing on people's dreams, bro. Yeah, you want this guy? Nope. Yeah, he's gone. This guy, no shit, he ain't playing for us. He's going on loan, and Callum Hudson-Odoi is dead.
Dead wood. Dead food.
Jester, when it comes to Haaland, do you think that we would have submitted an official bid that we wouldn't think it would get accepted?
No, again, you have to talk about what's official, what's not official. Everybody plays a semantic game. It's like everybody's taking the Bill Clinton, what's the definition of is, to the nth degree and extreme. Well, what does official mean? What does bid mean? Was it behind the scenes? Was it actually an official, was it actually go through the right channels? Everybody plays this semantic game, so you can say, well, I told you a bid went in. Yeah, but did you mean official bid? Well, I told you it was a bid. Yeah. Or they can say, well, no, it wasn't an official bid. I told you a bid went in, but it was a bid behind the scene. So it's a semantic game that people play. They will not put an official bid in unless it's going to be accepted. And unless they know this 100% will be accepted. And it might be they just need to work on some of the semantics in the deal.
Yeah.
That's when you'll hear an official bid goes in. That's when Fabrizio will pipe up and say an official bid has gone in, because he doesn't do that until it's actually an official. There's something in the works, paperwork starting to be submitted. So
gotcha.
That's where you're at. So it's again,
the first official bid will probably be something close.
Yeah, you have to look at the semantics behind it. And so this bid went in, and it probably went in through Pino de Zahavi, and they're going to contemplate it. They're going to see what the Haaland camp does, because of course they know the 130 million pound bid went in. And if Haaland's camp wakes up and goes, hey, look at this, hey, is annoying about it, then maybe it's a chance to get it done for less money. If they respect the wishes and they wait till the 150 comes in, then it'll be 150. But if you can save 20, that brings another quality player into the side this year. It won't be Haaland, Tchouaméni, and a third goalkeeper. It'll be those three, and could be plus another person. So when you're looking at center back, or if you're looking at a wing back of some sort, that gives you that money.
Or like a Hazard or something.
I got a question for you.
But when they show Callum, yes.
A transfer window of Haaland, Rice, and Kimpembe, which I rate in that.
10 out of 10.
Rice, if we did Rice, I'd say a 0, because we
did you say Rice?
Yeah, 0.
Rice.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Rice is still a good player.
You're moving like Chelsea night kits. There always has to be something.
Rice is not a bad player though, but the price.
Exactly. Yeah,
but I mean, you pay 100 million pounds.
Yeah, but Rice ain't worth it.
You're not paying that. All right,
Javi had to run the whole summer deal there.
So
come on, man.
Kimpembe, Tchouaméni, and Haaland. What's that?
That's like 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
That's like 300 plus million.
Settings. Let's go.
You could tell me Haaland, Tchouaméni, and a third place goalkeeper, and I'd go 10.
10 out of 10.
As long as
it's
not
10 out of 10, guys. I really feel like some people just are underestimating how good this kid is. Like, he is an incredible next level striker. Like, they don't make them like him. He's the guy.
I was watching his movement. I'm like, there's something you can't teach. Like,
yeah, he's got that.
You could tell me.
Yeah, trust me, man. His movement is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, sorry, wrong one. My bad.
That's what it is, man.
It's
Lewis, why are you trying to prank us like this, bro? What is it?
My bad, guys. It was an
I don't know.
accident.
The fucker comes out of nowhere.
Lewis showing his real feelings.
My bad, guys. My bad. Big up Ace Reddy with the donation saying, big shout. Chelsea ladies making moves to Lauren James. Yes, we actually have a striker in Lauren James, so glad to hear that as well. We got 2 Jameses dominating the men and the women's division. Neither team is ready.
Are they twins?
Myron, I see you. 1 second. No, I don't think they're twins. I think she's just younger.
older, like by 2 years.
Because you could almost think they're twins.
Well, she looks like their dad, like straight away. Like
They're built the same though.
All I know is, guys.
I mean,
I wasn't gonna buy the new FIFA version coming out, but now they've sorted out Reece James' face. I'm gonna buy it. Okay. They didn't sort his
Is
face.
that the only reason?
They gave him a generic
No,
face.
don't do
They
it,
gave him a
bro.
generic
This
face the last two.
EA is killing us, bro. We can't buy FIFA no more, man. We need to make a stand.
Why not?
Same way how fans. No, he's right. Same way how fans are boycotting the Super League. We need to boycott FIFA, bro.
Bro,
that ain't gonna happen, dude.
That's a different type of power.
It ain't gonna happen.
No.
I
Yeah,
hate to tell you.
boycott FIFA is never gonna happen. They thought, oh, they're gonna boycott FIFA points or
That's
whatever,
it.
like
Chris,
ban it.
Chris, you're officially part of the problem too, man. You're the enemy now. That's it.
You buy FIFA every year too. So what are you talking
Well,
about?
I'm making a stand finally, all right? Don't judge my fucking
You're not.
trailer.
You're all right. I've been down this road. You'll buy FIFA. You'll buy it.
Don't judge me on my previous actions. I don't
Bro,
only.
every year I get pissed off in the same way, bro. Every year this game pisses me off.
It should be
Yes,
better
you are,
this year.
Mo, don't you want it? They've got XG in the game now. Don't you want it?
I swear
No,
to
they-
God. I swear.
The platform
In
they
all
had to
fairness-
develop.
Go on.
The platform they're developing the game on is far superior than any platform they've gotten to use before. It's more like a PC than ever before. So if they built the game correctly, it could be actually very, very good. If it's going to be the same every time you go up a level, it cheats a little bit, more, then it's not worth it.
Jester, with all due respect, my friend, I've had this since FIFA 1999, bro. I'm tired. I'm actually tired.
Well,
bro. can't
I
do
just
this
accept
no
that FIFA is going to be mid, and I just move on with it.
I'm
We're back
tired.
in
I make
career
things
mode.
feel
boys.
I have
easy.
low expectations, yes.
I'm just trying to
Look
get
up
the technical.
Yeah,
breakdown.
do you know what they're doing to career mode actually? They're literally creating your own club now. You can create your own club in career mode, by the way.
See, this is the Chris. You're falling for it, bro. You're fucking.
What do you mean I'm falling for? That's a good idea. That's actually a good
This is
idea.
how they do this to us.
Real
Bro,
Chris,
No, but that's
real,
actually a good idea.
I can't stand
real
it.
Chris
Don't
FC on the way.
forget as well, we're champions of Europe, so we get to have
Champions of Europe. We
Chris,
know
Wait,
who
no,
we are.
but we also get the silver badge on FIFA 22, so it's already worth buying it.
Yo,
Oh,
Chris.
for fuck's sake,
Chris,
guys,
yeah.
don't fall for this.
Come on,
It's a
man.
marketing
But
gimmick,
Mo,
bro.
if
We
you
can't
choose
fall
Chelsea,
for this shit, bro. We
if you
need to
choose
be
Chelsea in the
above it.
career mode, you can play in the World Club.
No, their marketing's poor, bro. They got that fraud Mbappe on the cover and not this guy, so I'm probably not
you know
buying it
what?
anyway.
Exactly. That's a reason not to buy it. Chelsea fans, please listen. We
They-
need to fucking make a stand.
They need to have Tuchel on it instead.
Everyone move to
Tuchel.
eFootball next year and we'll be good. Big up Francis
That's
saying
it.
Pat Harris. One sec, guys. Big up Francis saying Pat Harris moved to Brentford. I don't even know if there's a fee involved in that one, but it's another youth player out the door. It's just happening daily at this point. Every day another youth player leaves and Johnny cries a bit more. But here's what it is.
There's another
Be
112.
like Ariel. Be like
I
Ariel
Johnny, if
and
you're
let it
here, I
go.
love you, bro, but sorry, I had to.
There's another 112 in the academy, so it's fine.
Let me. Yeah, but if you guys have only just come in and you haven't heard the news, we are rumored to be dropping a 130 million bid for Erling Haaland in the coming days as an opening bid just to test Borussia Dortmund's resolve. Should be happening in the coming days, but this one doesn't just sound like speculation and going round in circles. We are actually dropping a bid this time. So none of this going round in circles. The wheels are actually in motion and the train is rumored to be departing very soon. And I already said, if the Erling Haaland train is leaving, I'll get a late ticket. So as it stands, I'll be picking up a late ticket. So
Don't worry,
we
it's not a
here,
train
guys.
for
Let
the
me know
UK.
you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Are you guys happy? What sort of bid do you guys want to see placed? Who do you guys want to see us move for after Erling Haaland as well? Let us know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below.
Also, guys, let me know if you're making a stand against FIFA and EA. we need to do it, man. This has to happen.
I'll flatter us, you.
We gotta live.
I'm about to have to bounce here, folks. I got.
Are you guys not tired like I am? I'm tired of this shit.
Bro, I've been tired, man. When I just see another article saying we look
I played
close
original
to
FIFA.
securing
I played
Erling
original
Haaland.
EA with NFL football, so I was there at the beginning. I've seen them all.
Chester saw it start.
Jester, is the story at least better on the NFL side, or is it not?
No,
No,
it's
no,
worse.
No. Possibly worse.
Oh, fuck it.
It's worse. It's worse. It's so
I
much,
think EA's best game is actually FIFA.
it is so much worse. Oh my god.
Take it easy, Chester.
All right,
Yeah,
y'all be
Justin,
good.
mate.
Bless my guy. Have a
Take
good
care,
day
take care,
as always.
brother.
Take care, bro.
Oh,
We've
bye.
got nearly 600 you guys locked in. We've had a majority of you guys here for most of the stream. Big up all you guys. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let's try and make it to 300 likes. Clinician is saying, why'd you leave Dortmund? Haaland be like, why not? This is actually a big question, to be honest. Oh, Josh left as well.
Yeah, he put it.
Yeah, he said he had
Pick up yourself anyway.
Oh, I didn't
This
see
is going to
it,
be
man.
coming in a bit too. One aspect we didn't look at this is how things would look for Marco Rose as a new Dortmund manager, because he would have been wanting to build a team around Erling Haaland. He's also in a bit of a catch-22 as well. Would it be better for him to keep Haaland for the season, or would he rather lose Erling Haaland, but then you have an extra 130 million to play with and build a team that's best suited to your style of play? Because it does work both ways. You either have Erling Haaland, who's just a gunman, who's going to guarantee you about 30, 40 goals a minimum in the Bundesliga, which can take you anywhere.
Yeah.
Or you can start building a team for the future, the Borussia Dortmund players.
Well, if you're a manager, it's never a good thing to not have Haaland in your team. You would never take cash in hand. It's better to have a bird in the basket rather than two in the bush. And so he's got a sure thing right now. But for the club, does it make more sense to take 150 million? 100%.
But
in a
if
sense-
you are the Dortmund manager and you've done your research, you have got to know to not get attached to
That
any
analogy,
player who
though.
becomes
Yeah,
outstanding.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? You can't. It's it's just not good. Look at the next one. If the kid Rainer,
Yeah.
next couple of Bellingham. Do you know what I mean?
They're all going to go.
Just not. What if Marlon hits off in the next 2 years? He's gone. They have to know this, and they've known it for years. They are a selling club. They build stars up, they buy them for cheap, and they sell them for high. That's them. That's
At some point,
that's their business. That's all they
At
do.
some point,
It's a
it
sad
has
reality to them.
Yeah, it is.
Because their
At
fan
some
base
point.
is actually pretty good.
It is, yeah, 100%.
It
I
is,
think the
it's
club
very-
has to change though, because at the end of the day, you can't keep selling the best players that you are actually finding and then just keep selling them because you're just getting money all the time. The fact of the matter is, at some point, they're gonna want to have to compete, because right now it's coming at the cost of actually being able to compete.
But Mo,
They won Champions League.
They'll say this. We can't compete because of Bayern's stature in the league, right? They just basically cherry pick every single top player that comes in. They've won the cup this season. They'll settle for that. They're in the Champions League nearly every year. They get funds from that. That's just their business. That they do. They just do that. And they've been doing it for years.
I get that's the way they do their business. But let's be frankly honest as well. They're also part of the problem as to why Bayern is dominating. Because if you're doing what you're doing, you're contributing to the fact that Bayern gets the cherry pick in your league, and it gets the cherry pick from the second best team in the league. So unfortunately, at some point, they're going to have to say, are we going to be part of the solution in terms of what happens in the Bundesliga? Because
Hang on, are you starting revolutions all over the place?
At this point, yes, man. Let's do it, man.
Dortmund.
Dortmund, you've got to do better, man. But give us Haaland.
You don't have enough time.
Let Haaland be the last one, please. Thank you.
So it's a systemic problem in the Bundesliga. It's not going to be solved by Borussia Dortmund just deciding that they're going to hold on to their best talent. And they know what the system is. They refine coaches too. That coach that's coming to Dortmund, Dortmund is a step for him too. He's there to build a reputation and then move on somewhere bigger. And I think their fans are pretty comfortable where they're at. I think they compete. In Europe, they compete domestically as well, just not as consistently, and they're financially solvent.
I would think they might start to change if they are. The fans might start to have a bit more change if they're consistently struggling to get into the Champions League like they were this season.
True.
Leipzig are starting. Leipzig are up there now. You know, there's basically it's Bayern Munich and then it's Dortmund and then I think Leipzig are closing the gap on Dortmund when it comes to performances. And if they then start to fall behind Leipzig, maybe we'll have a change. But I think they're happy to win a cup every 3 to 5 years at the moment and just keep going.
Exactly.
That's what I think they are. But
I actually think in 5 years or maybe 10 years, Leipzig could be competing with Bayern Munich because they're not like a 50-1 or whatever it's called, like with the fan base. They're their own club. They they're run different. That's why fans in Germany don't like them either because they're different. And I think they're the ones competing with Bayern.
But Bayern have too much of a stranglehold on German football, in my opinion. Their manager and their best defenders just gone to them.
Yeah.
When does that ever fucking happen? Other than in
they
Germany?
buy half the league.
Lewis,
they
got
the league.
They got
The league
Lewandowski. They got Lewandowski to run his contract down and leave on a free to Lewandowski. That's what they got.
It's a power move.
They manufactured Gnabry's move to is it Werder Bremen or something like that from Arsenal, and then just kept him there until he was ready to go to Bayern Munich. They, like I said, we said before, they don't have a youth system proper. Their whole of the rest of the Bundesliga is their youth system.
Yeah.
And they take them when they're ready.
They got Goretzka for a free.
Not putting any work in.
It just makes no sense if they sell Haaland to Bayern Munich. I'll just say, fuck you, Bayern, we're going to send to Chelsea.
No way, man. Why would they try to sell Haaland to Bayern Munich anyway? No way.
Because literally next season, everybody's got choices.
I mean, speaking of Bayern Munich, like there is some news around Lewandowski that came out today, but it's the obvious news. Bayern Munich want to keep Lewandowski. It will take an extraordinary amount of money to convince Bayern Munich to sell.
I can't believe
Shock and horror, guys. We're not getting Lewandowski.
What a shocker, man.
Sorry, guys. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we ain't getting him.
God damn
Quality
it.
striker and everything, but it is what it is.
I thought it was a done deal, man. What is this?
I had the Lewandowski.
I don't know. Typical Chelsea, man. Keep an IFC and all of that. So we ain't making them fucking moves.
Contact.
Marina out, Marina
Yeah, guys, F's in the chat. F's in the chat for Lewandowski, please.
Marina out.
Big up Joey M as well. Oh, please, actually, let's not do none of that, please. Big up Joey M for the press-proofing crowd. Even though Erling Haaland isn't English, check his neck picks. He's even Girth Merchant Johnny's stream. Let's see if we can get a little neck rating on Erling Haaland. What's everyone's thoughts? Has he got the minerals?
It's hard to see.
Yeah.
I know it's not
profile.
really the best angle, but it's the only Haaland pick I've got up here for now.
Picture.
I'll get another photo. 1 second.
We don't have the export to judge it.
Hey Lewis,
yeah,
go to my pinned one. I got Haaland. Go to my pinned on my tweet. I got a Haaland picture. It's pointing towards the camera.
Chris, why do you have this picture already ready? Well,
it's just a tweet I did. It's just a tweet I did.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's the perfect one, actually.
He's prepping. You know, he's prepared to fail. You know what I mean?
I love that picture.
Hold up next.
It's for research.
You guys. Let me get this up on the screen. I'm just getting up a screen now. I've just got. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, my favorite one of him is him pointing towards the camera. That's my favorite one.
Whilst
There
we
we
wait,
go.
don't buy FIFA.
How many pictures have you looked at?
Oh shit!
There we go. Look at the width
Oh
on
my
that neck.
god, dude.
Fuck it. It's peak for anyone who's trying to step to him on a corner. Honestly, they ain't standing a chance. That's got a clock in at what? 13 inches. Width.
What is head ability like?
Velocity is going to be able to put on a ball. The velocity is going to be able to put on a cross.
It's that Viking neck, dude.
Oh my!
Yeah, he definitely ticks out for having the minerals. Big up yourself, bro.
We literally, our team is strengthening up. Like we got Reece James, we got Mason Mount, Haaland.
Dude, Cho's ripped now.
Like the big neck.
Can't be bothered. I said now put
Cho's
Tappy
stacked too. Have you guys seen him?
Where's Tammy? Where's Tammy at?
Dude, don't make fun of Tammy's neck, bro.
Tammy photo. Where is it? There he is.
Look
It's
at
the thinnest neck in the
that.
game.
Look how small that neck is.
That's just
It's
messed
more-
up.
Look how small that
It's
neck is.
defined though.
No,
There's a bit of definition on the sides.
no
Wait,
wonder
wait,
he
wait.
missed that header.
Lewis, will his neck get better like you're predicting the rest of him? Or is that
No,
Yeah,
he
give him
definitely
2-3 years, man. He's gonna have a wide neck, Haaland setting.
For
Hit
any
him in
new
about
viewer,
2 years.
for any new viewer that's just tuned in right now, guys, we're actually having a laugh. We just need to put that out there, innit?
Yeah,
This is
anyone who
insane.
tuned in, this is exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, we are measuring guys' necks. Yeah, we
Yeah.
are making judgments.
Whatever you think this is, it is what it is.
what other stream are you
I'm
going to
doing
get that?
damage
No
control,
other
bro.
stream.
Fucking
What the
hell,
hell's
fuck.
going
What
on?
are you doing, you madman?
What are you doing, bro?
It's always fatter, bro.
Fatter, bro. Are you in the kitchen, bro? What
Yeah,
are
bro,
you doing?
I thought you were taking a shower, bro.
Jesus.
You best not be taking a shower.
You better not be in there, man. I swear to God. You've done that before, man.
The channel is getting a strike.
Nah, at least this time you switched the camera off.
I swear, if I hear a flush, man, I swear to God. you've done it.
Oh,
Oh,
can't
my
be bothered, man. What we're trying... we spoke about Kimpembe, and that Chelsea have interest and are keeping an... Yeah, they're keeping an eye on Kimpembe in this situation. They've been looking at him for a while now. Yep,
He's
we are
kept an
keeping
eye
an
on
eye on
everyone
him.
at
We're
this
here
rate.
again. We're keeping an eye on Presnel Kimpembe. We want to see what his situation is and if he's getting into the first team over Sergio Ramos or not. And when he isn't, we may be likely to make a bid.
Yeah,
Quality
I just feel
defender
like
and
Ramos is
everything,
there.
still guilty of lapses of concentration. So it all depends on the price tag for me.
They just got Hakimi. They just got Hakimi. They're probably going to try and switch it to a back five. I don't see it happening. Still has his.
Imagine though, just wait. What Poch? Does Poch have a 5-back system?
He could. He just got Hakimi, the best right wing back in the whole entire.
Or he just plays fullback and really attacking.
Huh?
He just plays fullback at attacking.
He'll get exposed.
Big up Rodrigo Rogers saying Haaland.
If you have a defensive three of Marquinhos, Sergio Ramos, and Kimpembe, you're solid, dog.
They are solid, yeah, but I'm just thinking about Poch. Will he actually go there?
Well, I mean, to be honest, why would you buy Hakimi then? Like, let's be honest. Like, why would
They
you
play fullback attack. You know,
why
look
would
at
you buy
Trent.
Hakimi?
Trent plays right back, but he's very attacking. They do that with Hakimi.
I know, but everyone knows Hakimi's strong. What's it called? His strengths compared to his weaknesses, right? His strengths are that on the attacking phase, he's one of the best wingers in the world. On the defensive side, he's not that good of a fullback. So,
But Dag, it's not actually, bro.
cover, being able to offer him the cover, having a Marquinhos next to you,
Yeah.
it's literally.
I'm just looking at Poch this way because literally Poch don't play 5-back.
If they don't play five in the back, I'm gonna be asking questions of Poch. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
I think, yeah, it would definitely be questionable because why would you sign that player for him to just play?
Yeah, but what's happening? He doesn't have the tactics for 5-back.
Huh?
What's happening? He doesn't get the tactics right at the 5-back. Then he looks like a failure. What's happening? He's more used to 4-back.
Bro, if you have those three as center back, you have Kurzawa and Hakimi at the fullbacks, right? And Kurzawa is a really good attacking fullback as well, right? And then you have Verratti, and if you have Verratti and Wijnaldum as your pivot, and then you have Neymar, Mbappe, and Di Maria, you're chilling.
And if they sign Pogba, it's a laughing day for them, bro. What the fuck?
I can't see 5-back for like in the French league as well. Like they won't even need a defender in the French league, really. Let's be honest. Like that league is easy for them. They can just keep attacking.
The same league that they just lost to Lille.
Yeah, I know, but it's all a mess up this season from like to board to managers and everything. Like they'll win it again. Like one loss of the season out of like 10 years.
The Champions League.
Sorry?
They're still trying to win the Champions League. How did back three?
Yeah,
back
and I get the Champions League. That's a lot harder because they never won in their lives. But I don't know. Like I can't see them going through the back. But if they do, they do.
There's a way to play super attacking fullbacks and then cover using your center mids instead of playing extra center backs. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so if you're adding Van Isle or you're adding a bunch of really athletic center mids to your game, that just seems to like kind of fit that. fit that pattern. But who knows? Who cares? Really, who cares?
Okay, I get your point. That's a good suggestion actually.
Big up Rodrigo saying Haaland has a face only a mother will love. Nope. Also, millions of Chelsea fans will love it very soon.
Oh my god, he is ugly
Trust
as sin.
me, everyone's gonna fall in love with Haaland's face soon when he's banging in goals and banging in headers with that wide ass neck as well. Come on, man.
Like, thank you. No more miss.
very
Remember
unlucky.
that game against Real Madrid where we just kept getting chance after chance after chance?
You know what I want to
I was
see
just
him do?
watching that, man.
Shushing. I want to see him shushing when he scores. That's what I want to see.
Guys,
I want to see him bang one in at the Emirates and shushing the Arsenal fans.
The interview
Brilliant.
after, man. His interviews are
yeah.
shameless.
I can't wait for the interviews that we
You
have.
won't
as
have
well.
time for English media to take the piss, and I'm all here for it. They come in with some of the deadest, most invasive questions out of nowhere. He's just going to give them one-word
tell
answers
them
throughout
right
it.
off, bro. Straight up. We'll be like, what kind of question is this, bro?
Good game. That's it. Good game.
Good game. Patrick. Thank you.
First half
He knows
was
how to
good,
handle
second half
himself.
was
Good price
shit.
tag. Good price tag.
That should just be the response.
This time? No.
He just banged on a hat trick. He just banged on a hat trick. Thank you, teammates.
Haaland, you didn't score today. What happened? I didn't score. Glory. I can't wait for it. He's going to take the piss out of all of them.
Yeah, I
Right.
can't actually wait for his interviews. That's the most exciting part about it.
I just want him at the club now. Just get it over and done with.
Yeah,
But we're actually making movements, so I don't need to feel as fucking frustrated anymore. Something has happened, and that's more that's happened in the last month and a half.
Yeah,
I'm tired of these Haaland to Chelsea, Haaland off.
It was probably the
Wait, Sancho wearing the number 25?
Yeah.
Weird.
That's a random number.
Wait, he's
Yeah, they didn't give him 7.
I thought he was
Who's got
getting
7?
Cavani.
Cavani.
I guess he's
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
come on,
yeah,
bro.
Cavani's still got it.
Unbelievable.
Lewis
He
Mad.
doesn't need that thing.
20, Sancho 25, you know. These lot think he's Zola. Have some respect.
That's whack.
That's such a dead way to do as well.
Not fully. From your marquee, the signing you've been trying to get for 2 years.
He's going to play like a number 25 now, not like a number 7.
The thing is, I doubt anyone's going to buy the shirt because they know he's going to switch it eventually. Like,
Yeah.
so maybe
Well,
not.
You know they're buying the shirts.
On his own.
They will be buying them. Like,
been-
it's Sancho. Like, they have that number and they just
Oh,
remember
they're
like
also
that's his
trying to
first
do the
number.
whole boycotting thing.
United, they always say they're going to boycott, but they don't.
Oh, is that why? Oh,
That's whack. That is so whack.
weak. That's
Yeah,
so
cancel
shit.
Sancho, bro. What is this, bro?
What the
Could
hell
have
is
just given him
Hold
number
on,
16.
hold on.
They're
Mount
doing
is
math problems on the field.
Mount is doing the same thing. Mount is doing the same thing.
What do you mean?
1 + 9 = 10.
Yeah, but don't you always want the number 8 for Lampard?
No. I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
want him that number. I don't want him to have it.
he said like
Really?
he said that's Lampard's
don't.
number. I want to make
Yeah,
it.
Why?
referee.
If he don't have
He's
it,
not
Ross
doing it for
Barkley
no
still has
10.
it.
Dad.
No,
He's
just
not doing
retire
no
the
1
number.
+
Retire
9.
it. Retire with Ross Barkley.
Yeah, okay, retire Ross Barkley, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm here for
Man
it.
said retire
He's
to
doing.
play
No,
with
you
it,
know what Mount is
Fucking
doing?
hell, Chris.
That
You're
9
fucked.
- 1, 8.
The guy just wants to play football, man. Why would
That
you
works
retire
too.
him?
That works too.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, you know what? That's a lot smarter in that case. Yeah,
question-
so go on.
Question on the
Mario.
Haaland thing. Yeah, so like we were talking earlier, or you guys were talking earlier about how we get this news about Haaland, about the deal or the bid being submitted. It's probably late, right? Like it's probably lagging behind the actual event. I wonder if they've already turned it down, or if we're progressing on to the next stages. If we're hearing this and there's not some sort of
They
follow-up
probably have,
reports.
because
Would it
only
surprise
because
me?
if that wasn't the case, then we would have heard it. We would have said, "All right, we've had a bid that's been accepted for 130."
Exactly.
million instead. That would have been even more carnage.
Do you think they're keeping it like back so that they have something to report tomorrow or the day after, whatever?
Maybe.
For that kind of scoop,
Mm.
I don't know.
Nah,
I think they put it out.
Yeah,
But they
again-
really could.
again, like
If it
this
was
is-
an accepted bid, they just want to put it out first.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is
No,
gonna.
no, but I meant in terms of rejection rather than like actually the bid being accepted. Do you get what I mean? Like, so the journalists and the media know already it might have been potentially rejected. So instead of just delivering both news today, they just deliver the fact that a bid has been made, and then tomorrow they have something to say. Because
I hope that's the case because that gives me content for 2 days. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's fact. But no, Mo,
I'm not sure.
like all the journalists are gonna want to get one up.
I'm gonna be honest about it at least. Like, I hope that's the case.
I don't think
100%.
I don't think so.
Yeah, neither do I though, because they could just come out and say it's been rejected.
There's no
I
way.
think they just know a bid's been tabled.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You
And
wouldn't
things
hold
just
on to
speed
that.
down a lot later than we expected, which is why everyone's saying we're moving in silence and all of that bollocks.
Every journalist has their eyes on this thing. Like you're gonna see it from 17 different journalists talking about, oh, Haaland is officially coming to Chelsea, yada yada yada. Like they're not gonna sit on any news about this thing. The second they get it,
True.
There's no way. It's too big of a story. It's too big.
Bro, you say moving in silence. We're moving so slowly that like you can barely perceive any signs of life. Like I don't know. I'm just gonna. It's maybe last year because of COVID, because of Project Restart. You know, it just wasn't as obvious. But this year it just really seems like it's going down to the wire.
You ever seen a sloth try to climb a tree?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's this Haaland deal.
Yep.
But at the very least, he's got to the first branch now, so we've made progress.
True. We're just hoping he doesn't fall straight back into the water. That's what we're hoping.
Oh, God help us if he does. He ain't getting back up.
He's
Take
not
him
getting
another
back
year. Fuck that.
Can I say
what? Go on.
So I know you guys were talking about Dortmund new coach earlier, and I think he can play a big impact if Haaland gets sold or not. Because if you look at their squad, they have a lot of aging players. So I think if he wants to build a team with his philosophy, they're gonna have to bring in like upgrades in those positions where the players are aging. And I wouldn't be surprised if you would want to go and dive into like a Gladbach roster and bring some of his old players back. And the best way for them to do that would be just sell Haaland this season. So I think people really don't bring that up, but I think that can play a big impact because they do need to upgrade a lot of positions.
Wait,
yeah, because they could sort out their entire back line, because I know other than Kanji, it's a really aging back line. It's really
He's injury prone. Witzel is 32. Delaney is 30. Like they have a lot of aging.
Emre Can's in his 30s too, isn't he?
He's like
he's playing at center back now.
He's terrible. Like if you watch him in Man City, like he was probably the main reason they lost both games. Like he was awful. And then their right back is Mounier, and he is awful as well. I don't know how he can
Hold on.
Mounier, he's the one that's injured Hazard.
Yeah. Slow down now. Well, Mounier is pretty good, but it's just
he was awful in Europe.
He's just old.
He's 29.
He's old enough. He's slow, but he's slow.
He is terrible, man.
Don't be hating like that. He's
burnt.
He's one of the main reasons why Belgium got to the semifinals during the World Cup.
Yo, Lewis.
Yo.
How much you think we could get for Christensen? 1 year left on his contract.
£2.
1 year left.
That's a kickable offense, Doc Maui, bro.
Dak's face.
60? 160?
Woo!
Something along the lines of that.
150,000. Oh my God, Lewis, come on.
Bro, because
he needs to go.
Because Lewis said it with a serious face as well. Like, damn.
We could.
What? I wasn't lying, was I? What do you think? You think he'd go for more?
Are you kidding?
Then 160,000, yeah. We go for like 20 mil.
Yeah, double that.
Double 160. What? We're going for what?
No, probably 50.
We're going for 320 mil.
I think he'd sell for 50. 50 mil.
It has to come down to Rudiger or Christensen that we have to renew.
I think that was going to slide.
Lewis, we should ask everyone on the panel right now. A 1 year contract left, and we had to keep either Rudiger or Christensen.
Like it's like 40, 50. Yeah.
Who are you keeping?
Yeah,
I know the ball to keep.
I'll leave that to the panel. I won't put any agenda into it.
It's 40-50. It's 40-50.
Well, yeah,
oh no, he's saying Rudiger or Christensen with 1 year left on his contract.
Yeah, both of them. Well, literally both of them. 40-50.
Who
No,
y'all
I mean, which
keeping,
one
though?
would you
Oh,
sell?
like the odds?
I'm keeping AC.
Yep.
I keep AC all day.
think AC is why it's like 24-25. I'd have him.
I will say Christensen also has the homegrown factor.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's gonna say Rudiger. Okay. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, Rudiger's really good now, but like
Rudiger's class.
I
Like,
don't
no one's
give
gonna
a
say
hell.
nothing,
There's
but
so much
Christensen's
better
younger.
center backs than
I
Christensen.
know that.
Age has a factor in it as well. Age has a factor
Yeah,
in it.
it does.
I'll keep
I know
Rudiger
that's
because
what I say.
I know I could get a better center back than Christensen. I'm sorry.
Wow.
If
Xavi,
you had
Wow.
a choice, if you had a
Bro,
choice,
Javi, Maldini retired like a decade ago, man. Like,
Listen,
we ain't
listen,
getting anyone else.
if you had a chance to choose between Kimpembe or Christensen, who are you really choosing?
Oh, Christensen.
I'm picking the less error-prone one, so I'm going
I'm
Christensen.
freaking Christensen.
Are you logically serious? Right
Yeah, because Kimpembe gets injured a lot. A lot.
Bro, what are you talking about? No, he doesn't get injured.
And also his lapses of concentration. Like, if I wanted a player to play on the left and
He has a
not
permanent
concentrate,
pair of
I'd
crutches
humour.
attached to his seat at the airplane.
Kimpembe played like the full year this year. What are you talking about?
Bro, no, he didn't. Did you not see how he pulled his hamstring trying to do that?
But, like, he don't get. That's like the first injury I've seen. He doesn't get injured a lot.
Behave.
He gets injured.
Behave.
And he's
That's
left
a
footed.
Cahill can't be asked. Dinishin saying Raiola and Alfie will push the deal due to new FIFA rules. That's exactly correct. It's another factor that works in Chelsea's advantage. I haven't really seen it get put into practice yet, though, because, well, this could be another case of things happening behind the scenes, but I expect Raiola to be pushing this deal a lot further forward. And now that we're actually looking like we're going to be tabling a bid in the next few days, I expect Raiola to start trying to push some dominoes around and trying to make things work in his favour. Because he wants that 40 million bags. He ain't getting that any other year. He ain't getting that in any other transfer deal, especially now with the new FIFA rules coming out. So he has to push this deal now. And that's probably the best factor that we could see to seeing Erling Haaland come to Chelsea. It's the Raiola factor. Nothing will outweigh this bastard's greediness. And he needs his money. So he's
But it's working
going
in our
to
favor.
do everything he can to get that money. Because he ain't getting it anywhere else. So at the very least, we can look back on that. But yes, you're correct, Denison. Big up yourself.
You know what I love about living in America? Is that we get to wake up to all the good news.
Yeah. It's already happened.
Yeah, y'all are already, by the time y'all will wake up and everything, about midday, and then you get the news. Us, we wake up, we open our phones, and then, Chelsea is signing, yada, yada.
Are you crazy, man? My pattern is the same as yours. We both wake up to the good news. Come on.
Yeah,
I live on American time
I'm
anyway.
on American time, bro. Flipping out.
Damn right, man. So when you lot are waking up to the news, I'm waking up to the news.
Yeah, sir.
Unless he's at the games, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of Maldini, go on. We'll go to you first. Go for it.
All I was gonna say was the Dusan Sterling. I've heard reports that like Tuchel's been really impressed in preseason with him, and I was wondering if you guys thought maybe we might keep him this year.
I think
rather than send
so.
him on
Him
loan.
and Hudson-Odoi have been doing really well on the wings. Apparently, they've both been linking
what I've
up
heard.
really well in training.
Yeah.
I just don't know anymore. I mean, the Conor Gallagher news is still really irking me, to be honest, because it's like we want Mason Mount to get injured. It's like we want him to be like overused. I really don't get it.
What about Loftus? I thought maybe he might.
Now we talking.
That's the thing. We have enough midfielders, so I don't mind
Now
Conor
we
Gallagher
talking.
going.
If Ruben stays,
the comeback is on.
If Ruben stays, okay, that's fine. But again, he's still not the same player profile as that Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher. Profile.
A fully fit.
I do agree with you on that, but same way, it would be better to loan out Conor Gallagher and let him
has
get
more
better.
attacking promise than Mason Mount.
Huh?
What'd you say, Shafi?
Oh my god.
A firing Loftus-Cheek has more attacking prowess
Xavi?
than Mason Mount.
Javi?
Say it louder, man.
You're about to make
You can say this when Jolly's here.
It's good we don't have certain people on the stream.
Say it
In
louder.
certain ways, I agree. He drives better.
I
He
agree.
carries the ball better.
All right, look when before his injury. I don't know I'm not saying he could ever get back to that, but
Big up Monster.
no, Monster, you mudded, bro. You are mudded, bro. I'm telling you. But look, I'm saying Tuchel's like one of the best managers, so have faith, man. So if you could get Loftus-Cheek firing, if he can replicate what he did with that Europa League run, like whenever he got that chance in front of goal, or he was good with great players around him like Hazard. If he can link up with like a Havertz or a Haaland, bro, he can do something. And it's not like he would have to start though. Like he could be a great like
rotation player
option. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna put one of them out to loan.
False 9, yeah. False 9, yeah.
Oh God.
And
well, if we take,
yeah, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Andrew, you're not getting away with that. Did you just
RLC is that type of person who needs like the coach's confidence. If he don't feel no confidence from the coach, it's like he'd be getting in his head.
No, but guys, he's in. We saw this week. Tuchel hugged him. That's done. It's done.
Story over.
He also hugged Lasagna.
If you're talking about Ruben offering something different to Mason Mount, isn't that more what you want in the squad anyway?
Different profiles. Yeah.
Play though.
What?
The amount of work that Mason Mount does, if you replace Ruben with that, we're going to get exposed in the midfield.
They're not going to play the same.
But that's why we'll play differently if Mason Mount isn't on the pitch. That's why I expect us to be more.
Are we going to have three? But the thing is, are we going to have three center mids? Is that what we're going to switch?
Well,
that's what we're going to have.
We might do. We could switch to a 4-3-3. We could switch to a 4-2-2.
Exactly. What I'm saying is what we're going to have to do.
We'll get our answers in the friendlies because
if
he experiments again.
Like Mason Mount has been important to us, but let's not get it twisted. We are Mount FC.
That's what I'm saying. And when he doesn't play, sometimes we play good, like Everton.
I get that. I'm talking about. Listen. Oh God, I hate how I'm doing it. I really hate it. But listen, the fact is, if we play with two center mids and we don't have a Mason Mount build or that presser build, right? Someone that drops into the midfield, we're going to get outnumbered. It's simple. The midfield battle will be lost. So that
no, but we have pressers in the team. Timo Werner is a presser.
I don't think so. You're underestimating Tuchel, bro.
He doesn't carry the ball from that deep.
Listen, like you work smarter. Like just because Mount works hard doesn't mean you can't work smart. Tuchel is a tactician. If you're not doing what you got to do in that side, you're not playing. As simple as that. Yeah. Like we don't need. It's like we're a team now. So Tuchel will get these guys firing. We don't absolutely need a Mason Mount. Like he would get. If you're not in the right place and doing the right movement, like you can. Just because Mount works hard, you can just work smarter and be positionally aware on the field.
Let's we can have a real conversation after the transfer window ends. Then we know who's
that is true.
Key. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
It's all guessing game at the moment.
We're just speculating.
We played like one. Was it?
Because we might get Ings.
Closed doors. Yeah. You laugh. Listen.
Hey, I don't mind Danny Ings. I'm just laughing because the meme.
Everyone downgrades into it's not a sexy signing. Yeah, it's not a sexy signing. It's not the one we want and everything like that. If it happens though,
I'll back him to the hilt. If it happens,
yeah. I mean, if it happens, it happens. He might be a backup.
I hope he would be.
I swear the comments just decide to like pick and choose on what they hear. Like,
Human nature, man.
Selective listening.
When I'm on, I don't even read them.
It's like all they heard was the word press.
Yeah,
that's all they heard.
But I do think just to bring it back, like if we do have to pick, or if we need numbers in this squad, which I kind of think it would make sense for us to have like another 8, or like someone who can slot into a 10. Not the same as Mason Mount, obviously, right? But like different profile, similar concept. That would be good, but we should take the most experience of the two because Gallagher needs game time. He just needs to play every single week. And Ruben isn't there.
Tuchel's main job may be
Lewis, no wonder
RLC. It's going to be mental. It's going to be mental of RLC. It's not really physical. It's going to be mental.
But don't you think, look, this is not what it low-key pisses me off, right? Ruben did not have a good loan spell.
No.
Connor Gallagher did. but
Agreed.
he's getting loaned out.
He is.
Yeah.
Yes, but Ruben Loftus-Cheek is like 25, 26. Conor Gallagher's
Exactly.
21, 22.
But Ruben did not have a good loan spell.
No,
Conor Gallagher did.
Dax, I think this is
Right, but
this is
Conor
Ruben's
Gallagher
last
got
chance.
relegated.
This is
You could
Ruben's
say it like
last.
that anyway. It's all about their individual.
This
Oh, one second.
this
Jab
loan
one
spell was for him to get him to stay injury free. This is his last chance at Chelsea. This is the only time I'm talking him. This is the only time.
He's not gonna come good. If you can't break into a Fulham team, good luck. Good luck.
He was playing. He was in and out of the side. He just didn't do what we expected him, the old Loftus-Cheek, to do. Yeah, it just wasn't.
Tuchel gets anything out of. If Tuchel gets anything out of Ruben,
we have a new guard.
Then give him another new contract. You know what I mean? If he can do that,
No,
then
Andrew, we have a new guard if he saves his career. We have a new guard.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking. It's all mental with Ruben. It's not physical. It's all mental.
Yo, pin that comment by Excel.
But Tuchel seems like the kind of coach who can bring the best out of a player who maybe doesn't understand the game holistically, but just needs a role, and to do that role very well. Like,
Did he miss S off that the second coming of Chris? What, real Chris? Real Chris?
Wait, what?
Chris?
For me, that's not even if he brings Loftus-Cheek back for him. If he can get a tune out of Timu Bakayoko, then no one chats shit about this guy ever again.
Oh my God,
Give him a 10-year
now you
contract,
are delusional.
I want to be trained by him too. Because give me a year with Thomas Tuchel, he'll turn me into a professional player.
Lewis, set him realistic expectations. Don't ask him for a miracle.
I didn't expect us to win the Champions League, but here I am wearing a shirt with 2 stars on it. So clearly Tuchel can do anything.
Listen, I bet he just keeps them there for the FA Cup game. Because all my life, if I see a lineup with Bakayoko and Loftus-Cheek in the Premier League,
What, you want us to lose another FA Cup run?
I will not watch the game. If I see Bakayoko and Loftus-Cheek in the same lineup, I will not watch.
What if he gets Michy Batshuayi back in the cup?
Dear God.
No.
Right. So Andrew,
you want to walk on water?
No, Andrew, you said a minute ago realistic expectations, and now here you are talking to me about Michy Batshuayi.
Wait a minute, you're having a go at me because I said Michy Batshuayi, but you said Bakayoko.
Bakayoko is more realistic than Batshuayi.
Bakayoko.
Pot meat kettle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake. We spent days being scared of a Batshuayi and Tammy debate, and now we're having a Batshuayi Bakayoko.
Yeah, but
how the mighty have fallen, man. The deadest of dead.
This is what the Europe talk
we have
about.
hit rock bottom on this channel. Rock bottom.
So retitle this video "Deadwood Debate."
Not even the earth, it's the core of the earth. That's how deep we've gone down.
What's under Deadwood? It's below Deadwood.
Petrified wood, man.
Deadwood is Batshuayi, bruv. And we're talking about this guy. I can't be bothered.
Poor guy, man.
Poor
Dead career.
Poor Batman.
At least he gave us 3 good moments, which is 3 more than anything else I've seen from him.
The last thing I remember,
No. Pin this man, Shabbat. No. Pin the man. Pin the man real quick.
One sec. Just after we go to the super chat from Jake saying, if we sign Ings, that's it. I'm done with this. This is the last day I'm supporting this guy. Hey, Ings is good depth, and I'm a stand by that. Although I don't know if I'm missing out on. Am I missing out on a meme or something? Because if I am, let me know. But if not, like Ings is good depth. As a number 2, as a number 3, I'm happy. Bring him over to Chelsea. I'm all here for it. If he is our only signing, then we have a problem. Because we might as well have just kept Tammy Abraham and Giroud. We really might as well if that was the case. As a number 2, though, perfect option. Absolute great option. He'd be brilliant for us at the bench. Premier League proven, absolute baller in the box, guaranteed you about 10-15 goals a season minimum.
He scored over 20 goals for Southampton every season. He scored,
and they finished bottom half of the table.
Exactly.
There is something in this guy. It's just not as a starter.
You know what's in the guy? ACL
Yeah, no.
injuries. That's what's in the guy.
What?
Knee injuries. That's what's in the guy.
I
Yeah, but we
That's why I don't want him as a number one.
yeah.
yeah we got stem cells now, man. We'll just give him a shot before the game. Send him out there.
We got those links to those Bayern supplements. That's why Goretzka,
Yeah, the horse placenta, bro. We're good.
Oh,
Let's just send him over there, like.
horse placenta. If you want to do that, just give one to Ruben and we're
Oh no,
all
wait.
good.
What, actually, let's see what Giannis Antetokounmpo is on, because I saw a picture of him, the NBA player, before he signed. He literally grew in height by about a foot. So whatever he's on, give him to our guys.
He was also like 19, 20 when he got drafted. So yeah.
I know, but he's like grown a foot.
Still
He's
seems
grown a foot.
rare.
Wait. Where can you get that, Andrew? I need that.
I don't know. It's a picture that was on the game the other day.
Genetics. Chris, it's
I'm 5'7". Come on, give me some of that.
There's no hope for you, Chris. There's no hope for you. I mean, you would lose in a far more battle with Lewis Bate at the moment. That's what you'd lose in. You're not tall enough.
Brutal.
Big up GoAM as well, saying. Big up GoAM again, saying Thomas Tuchel upgraded capabilities. Well.
Talk about the same one. Hold on.
Barkley sober, never.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek starting and Ross Barkley sober too. Come on, hey, go AM. We're talking about realistic scenarios now. What are you doing, bro?
You think
Ross Barkley may be sober, but as soon as we win the Super Cup and they're celebrating it, that's all out the window
Exactly.
too.
Go AM. I've been with you with everything you have said, but if you think this man Kepa is safe from anything after what he did during that FA Cup final, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. There's a reason we're looking for
someone else thinks Mendy would have saved that. Finally. Thank the Lord.
No, Mendy would have. Yeah, most people would agree. But you can't deny.
No, do you know how much slander I took in the... I nearly got into a fight in the ground.
Lewis.
Because I had guys behind me getting pissed. I was blaming Kepa. I was like, do you not even watch Chelsea? Like,
That's the vlog we need.
Bro, Lewis, go back to the preview that we did. I said it when the team sheet came out. We will get caught because the man cannot reach his corners. What happened? He didn't reach his corners. And we
lost. Dags. Not only would Mendy have saved it, they wouldn't even try the long shot against Mendy. They didn't, because they didn't do it on the Tuesday, the following game. Exactly. They didn't do it.
You see Tielemans saying he got a message from his mates saying go for long shots.
Yeah. But they wouldn't have.
And we started this guy in the cup final. CBA, man.
Yeah.
It's just
I agree. Mendy would have saved that, but
shot that has gone into the top left or the right corner for Chelsea. Statistically, has never saved a long shot going into the top corner, left or
Lewis,
right.
he got lobbed by Daniel Sturridge. Remember,
Peace out, fellas.
Daniel Sturridge.
Oh, God.
Last minute, he got lobbed by Daniel Sturridge.
I remember that.
Drew one off.
I definitely got to go here.
So
He's going to ruin my
So
day.
Mason Mount, I hear what you're saying, but it was a very defensive game that only had one goal in it, and it was a long shot that he couldn't reach. Now, it's not Kepa's fault that he couldn't reach it, but that's why he shouldn't have started, because he can't reach long shots. So that's why we're blaming
Why
Kepa.
didn't De Bruyne take long shots then against Kepa? And he's like a gargoyle.
Probably because we didn't give him the space to do it. We were
That's what I
exposed.
mean.
No, but we were
weren't
exposed
expecting
because
that
of
from
Reece
Tielemans.
James' sloppy pass in the build-up, which is also partly due to the fact that this guy was not in the starting lineup because he wouldn't have made that sort of mistake. But it is what it is.
And we know De Bruyne takes long shots. I don't know if Tielemans has got a history of long shots like that.
He does.
Capable, but he hasn't done it right.
Capable, but we know Kevin De Bruyne.
Not as consistent. Yeah, not as consistently as Kevin De Bruyne.
Yes, Kevin De Bruyne.
True. Oh, yeah, no.
He does have a long shot in him.
You would have. Yeah, that's why Chris. He got to Kevin De Bruyne, and then Dags just repeated himself.
Who's got the?
Yeah, like if anything for the goal, if you want to talk about blaming, we'll blame Reece James because he had a great game and
Honestly.
everything. But it was still a sloppy pass.
Why are we doing
I don't blame Kepa. He just shouldn't have been in goal. If that was Mendy and the long shot is taken, Edouard Mendy is saving that long shot.
As simple as that, bro. As simple as that. Like you can see it on the image. Go back to the freeze frame of the goal. The man is literally a hand, like another hand away from saving it. Mendy has that extra height.
You see what GoAM is? Is it GoAM? Did GoAM do this?
Yeah.
You've done GoAM. You've made these guys relive a trauma they thought they were over. Do you know what I mean? It's like you've made.
Can I be real? That wasn't even the traumatic part of the game. The traumatic part of the game was celebrating that Ben Chilwell equaliser for about 5 minutes.
Man. Wow. I forgot about that.
Different. I already said, FA Cup, I will be pissed off about it for about an hour. And then after that, I'm done. I don't care. Tin Pot Trophy. The fucking VAR overturning the first game I've been back to in over a year. Just like when I was back in games before and we'd be celebrating goals and VAR came round. That pissed me off. I'm still pissed off about that. It was a millimetre. It was a fucking millimetre, man.
Look at Goham. Look at Goham.
What did Goham say? One sec. Oh, I'm just going to drop the screen there, I think.
Don't tell me he said something stupid again.
No. Let me see. Where is it? I relieve my trauma every time I have to see Tappy in a Chelsea kit. Fucking hell, man. And we've gone back round into Tammy slander. You do love the
full circle.
Big up Tammy Abraham. Anyway, bro. Big up yourself, Go EM2. I can't. One of these days, you have to explain where your hate for Tammy Abraham really presided from. I really want to know the root of this.
Yeah, it started when he literally got. But it's so funny because he plays as if he's Romelu Lukaku, where he backs down into a defender as if he's gonna outmuscle, and then he just gets absolutely bullied. Just gets absolutely bullied by any defender that he. Oh my God, Crofty, please, Crofty, you've been doing this for months. You've been doing this for months. He's gone. Forget about it. He's gone. He's not playing another game. He's gone.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point as well, because as soon as this Erling Haaland deal is done, Tammy Abraham's out the door.
Yeah. That should be.
Like everyone, that's why I've been saying, Tammy. The rumours make sense, but he's not going yet. No. We're not selling him until Erling Haaland's through the door. He's basically confirmed.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
We need a replacement.
You know what? When we start Tammy Abraham, can you imagine, like 5 years time or something, we're in for Tammy Abraham because he's actually good.
I can definitely believe it.
80 million or something. Like I can see it. I can actually see it. 80, 100 million.
100% can see it. Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know why.
He needs to leave to become that player, though.
True. Tammy.
Now, that's why I'm not slandering Tammy too much, because Tammy will leave and he will get better.
I swear to you, unless the man hooks up with Goretzka and gets his entire meal plan, his workout regimen, it will not happen. And unfortunately, from what I've seen, he doesn't have the mentality for that. He's fine with that. He's like a Aubameyang, bro. He's fine with the checks that he's getting, and he's good.
Wait, he's like a Aubameyang. I'll take that because Aubameyang in his prime was literally one of the best strikers.
Aubameyang has pace. Tappy does not. That's the difference.
Come on.
That's the difference.
Tammy has some days. Tammy has some days.
Are you kidding me? Are you going to compare it to Aubameyang?
Oh, to Aubameyang? Hell no.
That's what I'm talking about.
I thought we were just talking about him having no pace in general.
So world-class pace.
It's not possible, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Aubameyang's rapid. We ain't even going to say nothing. But Tammy has pace on him.
I think I'll go, Lewis, though. I will catch you guys later.
Less, bro.
I saw Tammy try to outpace Wilfred. Not Wilfred. I saw him try to outpace, what's the man name from Wolves? Wally.
Who?
Wally. Or Bally, whatever his first name is. I saw him try to outpace him and he failed.
He's not slow, man.
I realized I'm good. I don't want the man anymore. That's when I decided that we don't need the man anymore.
Well, yeah, he doesn't need to play here.
He outpaced Saka in that counter attack before he scored.
Who?
Saka pulled his hamstring on that one, though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. You can see him if you go back. You can watch him. He slows up. But I mean, the question is really okay, yeah, he's not that player. He's not good enough to play for Chelsea Football Club, right? So we sell him, and then if he goes off and let's say the 11% chance that he becomes a world-class player, then I can definitely see us being in to sign him for 80 million and all this hype about, oh man, he's coming home. The prodigal son returns. I can see all of this happening.
Again, he better turn into Lukaku, where he
yeah, for sure.
If not, it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
I mean, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I agree we should sell him, but I think I could see it happening. Let's put it that way.
Mohamed Salah, Kevin De Bruyne happened before.
Listen, right? I would be with you if we didn't win anything, but we won the UCL, so there is no unfinished business. You feel me?
Say that again?
I couldn't hear you there, Dag.
He already reached the pinnacle of, like, you know, the pinnacle of football, winning the UCL or the championship.
Yeah, which is also why I think he's more likely to leave. Like, there's none of that, oh, I might miss lifting this with Chelsea, because no, you just won the Champions League.
Exactly. So there really isn't any reason for him to come back.
Yeah, like, he can now go. He's got that in his head. He's already won the Champions League. Now he can go and earn one. Because he's been a part of the squad for the Champions League. He's earned the Champions League medal, but he hasn't been a key part of it. And I think he wants to go to another club and be a key part of it.
Yeah, he wants to be the main guy.
With Arsenal.
Yeah, honestly, I think it would be hilarious if he went there. That would be so funny.
Dude. That's like that's my hope. That's my hope.
No, I don't want that though, because every time he plays us, he'll be trying to bag one in against us.
And you think he's gonna try and outmuscle Rudiger? Please, man. Please, man. You talk about You talk about gassing up AC like this. You think Tammy's gonna be able to get past AC?
No, if he faces Christensen, it is what it is. He's getting locked up. But when he gets better, Tammy right now we're handling. Tammy when he gets better, I don't want to see him get better in an Arsenal shirt.
He does have a lot of potential.
No. Hang on, Lewis, you're forgetting. If he gets better in an Arsenal shirt, he's moving on to somewhere else.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
No.
It's like getting good at West Ham.
I was gonna say, Andrew, if he's going to an Arsenal shirt and getting better, he's gonna get that fat paycheck and flop.
Go to Aston Villa.
He's gonna open a restaurant in London.
Tappy's career is like watching Trashford's Euros penalty on repeat.
Come on, unnecessary.
I thought knowing you'd say it's more like Simeone Zaza's from back in 2016. I don't know if you lot remember those ones.
Did you guys see that training video when he was trying to head the ball and so told him to just move out of the way?
Yeah, I did. They were doing like a trade. Go ahead.
Settled up a game, right? He's trying to hit the ball. The guy told him move out of the way. I was trying to hit the ball.
What was that, bro? You're breaking
out like crazy,
You're breaking up heavy.
Am I betting? But
now you're broken.
Yeah. Okay. So there was a training drill where like Tuchel was saying, okay, whoever loses sings Backstreet Boys before dinner, and the drill was like you're putting in a bunch of headers, and it's just quick. The point of the drill is just to quickly cycle in. You do a header, then you go into goal, and you save the next person's header from the other team. Tammy got in the way and like blocked his teammate from doing a header. And then like didn't get in goal when he was supposed to, and basically like cost the team.
It was twice. It was twice or three times where Tammy was the reason they lost. Are we seeing?
Was it really on Tammy?
Pattern here. Are we seeing a little bit?
It looked like it. It looked like it. Everybody else was yelling at him. They were like, "Tammy."
Yes.
Yeah, they were all yelling at him.
I mean, he was the one that also said that Kepa was saving all his shots. He was the one that admitted saying that Kepa was saving all the shots.
What was that, bro?
Sorry,
Your audio is hella muffled.
It might be that fan too.
Yeah, I can't tell what you're saying anyway, but it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, Tammy. Well, so it was Tammy that cost him the pre-season thing. At least we get to listen to him singing Backstreet Boys.
Tammy
You probably botched that too.
No.
Hey, it's not that hard, man.
I Dag. Wait. Now I have a question.
Wait. So couldn't finish.
Dag.
Know the words.
Dag, I'm going to ask you a question, and I need an honest answer. Are you Go AM?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, because I got my eye on you, man. I feel like you finally uncovered who he is.
Nah, for real. I just we have the same whatchamacallit?
Sense of humor.
Mindset, you feel me? Yeah. We understand each other, that's why.
Yeah, you're both united in Tammy slander.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're all Go AM. We've all got a bit of Go AM inside of us. Cool.
We're not doing
Actually,
that
I won't
debate,
say
Joey.
that sounds
Joey,
horrendous.
We're not doing that debate, Joey. We're not doing that debate.
No. Nobody wins. There's no yes to that. There's just no. I don't say yes to either of them.
It's an unnecessary
No, here we goes. No yeses. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hashtag we're all going. Let's go.
Are Arsenal about to sign Madison?
Allegedly.
They're in talks. I think they're in talks.
That would be a little weird since they just gave Smith Rowe the number 10 shirt.
But I think they're on 70. I think they're on between 50, like 60 or 70 million. I think they're on.
Yeah, where is
really?
getting this money from? Where are they getting this money from? Like, this is like the 5th player they're about to sign. Like this.
Don't you think this is?
I know. So they need to fork up the money for Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
Exactly, 45 million.
Not this loan to buy crap, you know.
Yeah, what are we, Italian clubs over here? Come on, let's get the money on the table.
Yeah.
That's why they're asking for a loan.
Apparently, Madison wants to play in the 8, though. He wants to go a little deeper, and it wouldn't really necessarily conflict.
Go deeper.
I mean, that's news. That's great news for Arsenal with their shocking midfield. That would be perfect.
I mean,
say that again.
It wouldn't help them, I don't think.
He wants to play as an 8.
Yeah, that's what apparently that's what I've been reading. Yeah. I don't know if that's true.
If Madison leaves Leicester to go to Arsenal, again, I question this guy's mentality. Why are you going to this shithole?
True.
Mentality.
Well, so apparently Smith Rowe's going to play in the 10, and then Madison would come in and fit in slot in at the 8, and they would want to play basically 2 8s. It sounds like, and then
oh my god,
cycle out.
Partey is about to get ripped. Oh my god,
he's gonna get ripped.
He's gonna get ripped apart, bro. Oh, poor lad, Partey, you need to get out of there. You need to get out of there, brother. Leave the dust.
Party's terrible.
Big up Mo Welly saying, if Haaland is not coming to Chelsea, then I would rather have the club announce they do not intend to sign him this season. Stop all this suffering now. They wouldn't announce that though, especially not now, this close into the transfer negotiations, and with the fact that we're actually putting a bid in. We know that a strong enough bid will force Alfie and Mino Raiola to try and force the move as well. So we know what needs to be done in the aspect of this bid. We just have to hit their target. Everybody has a price, as the famous $1 million man always says. He has a price as well. That great laugh at Andrew as well. But everyone has a price. Borussia Dortmund do have their price tag as well. We just have to hit it.
Apparently that's 150,
and we will get there. Yeah, that's why first bids usually never really get accepted. But Chelsea are just testing Dortmund's resolve. They're going to see, are they going to say no? We're keeping Haaland. We're not accepting any bids, or are they going to say no? That's not enough, because there's two different responses. If they say no, that's not enough, then it's like cool. You have a price tag. We'll work towards it.
No, him is different, bro. He's different.
Oh man!
Everyone has a price except Tappy. He's free. For goodness sake, man. No, actually, he's £40 million. Sorry, man. We can't be getting rid of him. He's for free in 2 years if we still end up keeping this Wallow for that long. But no chance. You'll get your dream as soon as Erling Haaland is confirmed. I do actually want to see this guy on the stream when Tammy Abraham does get sold. Is he going to be celebrating, or is it going to be the fact that all of that prop's gone? But to be honest, you'll still be able to slander Tammy 2 times a season.
What is he going to do, though? Lewis, what is he going to... If we do sell Tammy, what is going to do? Who's he going to...
He needs Tappy.
We got ample... We have ample dead wood.
Yeah, and if not, yes.
You're right.
Napa Costa can hold some smoke.
Yeah.
Maybe Kennedy.
Alonso.
Drink water.
Kepa.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Sorry. That's not bad. There's so many that he could start, that he could take apart.
Everyone can captivate. Just like you were saying, brothers.
If Arsenal buy Madison, I don't think they'll get Tammy though, because I can't see him spending another 40 mil.
They'll try a loan. The cheap ass bastards will try a loan. That's what they'll try and do. Ridiculous.
If it was a loan with an option to buy for 40, I would be fine with that, honestly.
Yeah, but just straight up.
I wouldn't though, because I think we could do with the money up front.
We could use it.
Set his sights. He's already set his sights.
Because they say Madison is going to be like 67 mil. So.
Man said Castre Cahill will be in the crosshairs when he gets out of this purple patch. Man, this is a hell of a purple patch, bro. But I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. As soon as Christensen drops a stinker, I'm ready, man. But it won't be happening. So we'll be here for a long wait until then.
Protect him at all costs.
No, man, Christensen protects everybody else at all costs. Well, that's why he never gets lucky.
Ooh.
The other news that we've seen on here today, Bayern Munich, we said Bayern Munich.
Madsen went for long.
Romelu Lukaku remains on Chelsea's radar, but Inter Milan are not open to selling unless they receive an offer exceeding 120 million. Honestly, at this point, unless Erling Haaland absolutely falls through, we don't even need to talk about Lukaku anymore because it's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a case of if it falls through. But if it falls through, then it's a case of how much time do we have left in the transfer window. So I have to wait and see on that one.
Just go snag Danny Ings.
Go in and threaten you, Lewis. Go in and threaten you just right there.
Jem and I might have to drop that diss tape collab. Bro, Jem's wanted the Christensen debate for months, and all he's done is duck me. So I'm here for the Christensen debate, but you need to find where Jem is, because this guy's moving like Mesut Ozil in big games. I can't see him, man. Can't see him at all. Where is he? Where is
like John Cena?
If you're in the comment section, my G, pop up.
You can't see me. You can't see me though.
Yeah, moving like prime John Cena, man. What other news is there? It's suspected that AC Milan directors Paolo Maldini and Ricky Massaro will resume talks with Chelsea next month to see if it's possible that a loan deal for Hakim Ziyech could be explored. I don't know. Why would we explore that late into the window unless Hakim Ziyech demands it?
It's impossible.
Unless they come with a payment of more than what we paid for, like 40 million or 45 million. I don't see us entertaining it.
We're not.
Yeah. Even if he's not happy.
Within a month, dude. He said. You said next month, right, Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're already gonna be. We're already gonna have played our Super Cup games, and then our Super Cup game, and then we're gonna have to go into the end of the preseason into the next season. There's no way.
Unless Tuchel says he's not part of my first team squad plans. That's the only way I can see it happening. I can't see it happening unless Ziyech pushes it a lot. Do you know what I mean?
But AC Milan don't have that much money to even pay.
Well, they want a loan.
They offloaded so many players because they don't have money.
They're just loans. They're loans FC at the moment. These Italian clubs.
Is Zlatan still there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zlatan's still there.
So they
wages.
just signed the youngster Giroud as well. He's going to learn from Zlatan for a few years and then take over. So it's all good.
At the prime age of 37.
36. You watch him at 36. He's going to. Oh my god. He's going to be unbelievable at 36. Giroud is unbelievable.
But yeah, we got to hold on to Ziyech for at least one more season.
Right, unless he pushes.
It's this season.
Yeah, unless he pushes. That's true.
Nah, Myron, this is it. This is the season. If he's not.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I mean. Like this season. Like yeah, like this one.
I think if he's not getting enough games and he's not looking great, they might loan him in January or
do a January deal.
But
I can see it.
It depends on how far we are in the competition.
Yeah.
Because they're saying Hudson-Odoi is looking good, but
Yeah,
I mean it's training, so
Yeah, if we're still in all of the competitions, there's no way that we'll have any outgoings during the winter window. I swear to God, we haven't had a winter entrance in like 3 years either, too.
No,
I think we got
Pulisic, but I think
Yeah, but that wasn't really a winter. Like, I get it was a winter signing, but we didn't come in until
I know what you mean.
I think was Giroud winter signing? That was years ago.
Yeah, 18 Giroud.
Yeah, that was years ago.
That was 2017. When was that? When did he come?
2018. January.
2018. Oh, okay.
Because it was like a triple sub. It was like they got Aubameyang, we got Giroud, and then Dortmund got Batshuayi.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
So it's like that.
Well, we got the better end of the deal.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Unless they want to celebrate the FA Cups they won.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Like going into the season, we just look so good compared to a lot of the other clubs. Even though we haven't made like a ton of obviously any signings. Like I'm hearing Ole wants to switch up and play 2 8s and like one holding midfielder. I hope he does. That would be hilarious.
To be honest, that would suit. Actually, I don't even know that would be hell for Bruno if he has to drop deep.
They haven't got a holding midfielder.
They can play Pogba as a 6.
Holding midfielder.
No,
They can
Pogba's
play
going.
Pogba
I
as a
think.
6.
Pogba's going. I think.
Yeah,
We play Pogba as a 6. We don't get the best out of him, and then everyone complains.
But similarly to how Pogba put the ball up for Mbappe in the Euros, Sancho could be something like that.
Yeah, I know.
I can see it.
think Sancho will ball. I just think the midfield.
But under a high press, and when they're getting, if they're going to try to be like pressing, moving up the field, pressing teams higher, which the whole reason that they were successful last year, or at least the way I understood it, was that they sat deep against quality teams and then just counterattacked the ever living hell out of them. And so if they're playing against us and they try to play 2-8s and they try to come up and play with us, we're gonna roast them.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna go for a tier at the back and put McTominay at the central centre back.
Wait, McTominay at the central.
That's what McTominay does for Scotland. He plays central centre back.
That's a stretch.
That's what he does for Scotland.
Yeah. Because Scotland don't have enough. Like they don't have the defenders.
Scotland don't really have a number 6 though, so they play him there. And then Gilmore isn't really a number 6 in my opinion.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying you're not going to put Gilmore at center back. Like you can put McTominay at center back. So it's a matter of like, you just pick what you have.
But McTominay plays in the tier at the back.
Yes, but not for United. For United, he plays in the midfield.
Yeah, I guess so. But he could play at the tier at the back, actually nicer. But
I hope they do.
But they have, when you have Maguire and I guess Bailly, if he stays healthy, you don't really need to play it.
Well, I think they're gonna end up getting Varane.
Yeah.
And if you have Varane, Maguire,
if they get Varane, then
Yeah.
that's yeah.
You know, for me, when I watched him in Euros, I wasn't too impressed with him, and
Varane?
maybe it's just couple off games.
Varane.
When we played against him,
It's because he
Yeah, no,
didn't
he
have
wasn't
what's his name.
that good.
It's because he didn't have Ramos next to him. Look, in the World Cup, when he won, Titi was the better defender.
No,
Yeah, he was getting spun around by that dude Uber when they played.
Yeah, exactly. Like when they
That's
won,
why.
Varane was not the best center back in that team.
Yeah, and they were playing back 3, and I was like, I don't know if I want him on Chelsea. Like I know he won a lot, but from what I saw,
No.
I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, that's Sergio Ramos. That's the difference.
Big up Mo Welly saying, don't we also need a centre back and a number 8? Seems only to focus on a number 9 right now. Not necessarily a number 8. We need a number 6 more. Centre back all depends on quality. I want a quality centre back. Other than that, I'm not really that interested based on the
Depends if
amount of
Rudiger
centre backs
leaves.
that we
The
have
centre
in
back
the club
depends if
anyway.
Rudiger goes.
Yeah, because we've got rid of enough at this point that if we get rid of another, we probably do need to go in. But a number 6 doesn't come as well as the number 9, which is why we're saying if we're spending 150 million on what's his name, Erling Haaland, if we need to get other areas as well, do not spend another 70, 80 million on an unproven defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
I'm good. More than good.
Exactly.
It makes no sense for us.
Nope.
Wait, what's Chouameni's asking price?
35,
35,
45 million.
Oh, yeah, that's doable.
45 max.
You got Kamara at 15.
Yeah, after 45, I think it's a bit too much as well.
Boubacar
Same
Kamara.
with Declan Rice.
Boubacar Kamara at 15 mil.
That one, I have no
Is that
idea
real?
why we're not moving on. Like, it's so baffling.
Yeah.
Wait,
15 million
15
for a
mil?
quality defensive midfielder. Yeah, 15 million euros. Everyone in the French league's going cheap because of this TV deal bollocks that they
Yeah.
go.
Seriously, yeah.
It's Uber Eats price.
And we're not making a move. I don't know what we're doing.
Andrew.
What? They got the Uber Eats 20% off price. That's what
Goodness sakes. Players might need it in a few months at this rate. Wait,
Did you guys see?
Johnny's in the chat now. Here we go.
Get him in here.
Johnny, we've had this debate before. In what world is Basmati worth 60 to 70 million pounds? In what world? Type it, hop on if you want, let me know. But in what world?
Y'all know how much I've been defending Rice, but 60 is still a stretch. It's still a
60, 70 is out of the question. 50,
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah, 50 to 55. That's what
Because
I'm.
of English tax. Yeah, I can see it.
But 60 to 70, it's a stretch.
Yeah,
I don't even think Rice is a bad player.
Because
I think
he's not a bad player.
I don't think he's that guy.
Nah.
No, he is that guy. He is
Nah.
that guy, but he's not the 60, 70 million guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you, Aaron. Max 40 million.
Yeah, no,
like
you
60, 70 million is wild. It's so wild. I can't.
I think we'll get him next year. I think he'll push for more even harder and he'll be cheaper.
Bro,
I don't think he's going anywhere this year.
rejected 3 straight contracts from West Ham. He doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, but he's still got like 3-4 years left.
65. 65 for Tammy, bro.
Nobody's gonna pay 65 for that.
65.
I think Johnny just be. That's
Actually,
that's some FIFA.
No.
That's some FIFA numbers.
No.
How much do you have?
Wait. Because if you start bidding more, and you get a few clubs fighting for Tammy Abraham in the final week or two.
No, don't do it.
And then you also sprinkle, just sprinkle a little bit of marina tax into it as well. Just sprinkle a little bit of marina tax. Just to say, why not?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
Look at the teams that are in for him.
I'm thinking maybe 50-55 is a bit more realistic.
Absolutely
if you take those factors into account. But she got fucking profit on Alvaro Morata. Anything is possible with this woman.
She got 20 for
Yeah,
good.
no, Marina can do anything.
She got 20 for
Like
good.
I quietly, depending on the circumstances, understand what you're saying on that one, Johnny. But Declan Rice 60, 70 million is still carnage. No chance. No way.
I think.
Sorry.
I don't know. I think Chelsea might offer.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
But
he means that Tammy's a 6'5". Oh, fuck. I can't even say it because I don't want to be. I can't slander Tammy on here. I can't. Not while he's Chelsea. If he joins Arsenal, it's open season. It is what it is. It's respectfully open season because he's a gooner.
It's open season now. The man's is literally we are shopping him. It is open season.
I know, but like, how can we slander a guy who's our top goal scorer in the last 3
The
seasons?
man is on the transfer list.
Well, that as well.
I don't flatter him.
Yeah, bro, that one. Your comments are fucking wild, man. But big up
He's
yourself.
so quick.
as
He's so
always.
quick. He's,
I love his creativity, man. Second to fucking none. Hey, if you've got a Twitter account, let me know because I want to follow you back. If you're saying this sort of carnage in the comment section, I want to know what you're saying on the bird app. West Ham don't want to sell Rice. I know they don't, so they can happily keep Declan Rice, and we can drop this obsession and we can move on, which is what I've been begging for us to do and get somebody cheaper. Like, why do we need to get Declan Rice? Why does he have to be our DM? Why can't we just go and get Tchouaméni? Why can't we just go and get Kamara? If he was still there, why couldn't we have gone and got Sumara or Zakaria? There's so many other options. Why does it have to be Declan Rice? Because he lives in London. Because he won't have to move.
Because of
For narrative purposes.
Because Mason Mount's his friend, and he's getting like fucking scouting points for that.
Homegrown job.
Yeah. Partially.
Ben Roberts saying Tammy being 65 million is saying Imperial War for a good team. Mad, but also kind of accurate.
Facts. Big facts.
No, I think the highest he'll go.
They ain't better. Bro, Tchouaméni is better than Rice.
That's a fact.
Kamara
As an 8, yeah.
They're both either better or they're more affordable. Even if they're more affordable, the ceiling is the same. It's just we're all hyping Declan Rice because he plays in England and because he's Premier League proven. That he has that no one else has out of everyone else who said. I'll give you that.
Does that not make you better if you have more experience?
Not really. It's just an added factor. You still got to be a better player.
But if you have the experience in the league that is known to be considerably more
That's
difficult.
like me saying Ampadu's better than Tchouaméni because he's been Premier League proven.
He's not Premier. He hasn't proven shit in the Premier League.
But he's played in the Premier League.
But he hasn't proven anything.
We got
Yeah, but you could blame Sheffield United for that.
Even in our team, he was okay. He wasn't that good.
Barely played with us.
Exactly.
Barely played. But he was 16, 17 when he joined us.
No,
he was young when he joined us.
That's facts. So we'll see now if he can be Premier League proven, but he's not Premier League proven. Ampadu is not Premier League proven. Rice is.
Ben, what are you telling me about Tammy?
The sooner he's out, the better. Thanks for the memories against Arsenal. But now you're going to sign for them.
It'll still be the best moment in an Arsenal-Chelsea game, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
No, I hope so.
Yeah, man.
Well, you know there's some Arsenal fans that think he's good in it.
No.
Have you had a zoot?
Huh?
Have you had a zoot?
No.
You bullshitter. I can see it in your eyes.
Look at those eyes. Yeah, I know, right?
You liar, man. I can see in the little smile and the baggy ass eyes.
The bags under the eyes. Yeah. Yeah, that little smile. Yeah.
I make me jealous.
Classic signs.
Huh?
Exactly.
I know, we just said we could tell, but it's good to see you're on the good anyway. Rather that than the fucking that you always seem to take. But it is what it is.
Thanks for telling YouTube, like.
I tell them what. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
He was with us in.
I actually didn't say anything.
This guy's on the Yadar Spice.
Yadar Spice. Please. I get good buds. None of this.
No. The thing you said, the other thing. That's Yadar Spice.
Oh, yeah. I hear what you're on. Was there anything else other than the Ziyech stuff? You said Lukaku, we said Bayern. He's talked about Kimpembe. Conor Gallagher's held talks with Crystal Palace and Leeds United over a loan deal, but he wants to impress Tuchel, and his priority is trying to force his way into Chelsea's Premier League squad.
I don't think he's getting PT though.
I say the test is Leeds. You should go Leeds because the fitness that you need to have to play for Leeds. That naturally under Bielsa, he will get the fitness as well, and then he'll just become.
That will translate well into the Chelsea side too, to be honest.
Who are we talking
That's
about?
why I said it.
Conor Gallagher. Interest with
the two
interest
tens,
with Leeds.
that they play, with the 2-10s, absolutely. That would be the best place for him to go. Plus, he can finally give what's his name some help.
He's currently dumping an Arsenal in the garden.
Okay, fair enough. Big up Loftus-Cheek anyway. But what was it? Conor Gallagher, I think it all depends on his preseason. Because if he has a good enough preseason, he's going to have the incentive to stay at Chelsea anyway. And I think Tuchel will be more happy to keep him as a part of the squad too. If he wants to stay and fight for a spot, and he impresses Tuchel enough, he'll give him that opportunity. If not, he'll send him on loan.
But Gilmore barely
Taking the
gets PT, so I can't see Gallagher getting PT, that much PT anyway.
Yeah.
And he needs to play right now.
Gilmore barely gets PT, so I don't see Gallagher getting
playing time.
Any PT either.
Playing time.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, no, for sure. But the thing is, Gallagher is fighting, not fighting, but it's just about the replacements that we have. When you have somebody like Kovacic able to substitute for either Conte or Jorginho, you're not going to play Gilmore as much. But when you have a player like Conor Gallagher, who is not the exact player, but kind of like a replica of Mason Mount, and you know how much we have struggled sometimes when Mason Mount is off the pitch, it's just a breath of fresh air, just to keep Mason Mount fresh. Because we know, we've said it. He's the first. Okay, never mind. Because Havertz is the first name on the team. But after that, it's Mason Mount. So being able to give him some sort of break, rest time, it's just going to be better for Mount and the team as a whole. We don't have to stress. Overusing players.
No, the thing is,
but we can do that with.
When it comes to Gallagher, I think do send him online. Because I'm a firm believer that Loftus-Cheek could be used better in the Chelsea squad. Because when it comes to Loftus-Cheek, he's a presser. He will press that midfield, and the best part about it is he's very physical as well. Like he's very rough on the ball. He will shake up the midfield. He brings that sort of like Diego Costa aggression on the ball when he's playing well, and that will rough up a few midfields.
I hope, but I didn't see it at Fulham.
Well,
we saw it prior to his injury.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you can't break into that Fulham team, it's going to be a lot harder trying to break into this team. That's
okay. How about this then? Get a borderline career-threatening injury. Try and be thrown straight back into the squad when you've only just started. Putting pressure on the foot, getting fit, and then try and put in a key performance. Your mental strain ain't going to be there. You're going to be a little bit timid because you don't know how your injury's going to play out. Will it come back? The line at Fulham was just to get him playing time. Like he was getting
playing time.
He's going to be surrounded by talent at Chelsea too. And imagine that height difference between Gilmore and RLC. Going from Gilmore to RLC, it's like growing 4 feet. It's crazy.
But they have
Gilmore will use
the
a different type of game. Throw Ruben in there for the physical games, like against the mid-table clubs. The
physical games that you just said he has mental problems of coping with.
Right. So, I'm saying when he's at full fitness, when he's at full capacity.
So he had the full capacity in the
He needed 2 years to get back to his best, and now he's at that second year.
Which I understand, right? But
Hudson-Odoi only just got back to his best now, and he had a partial tear. And Ruben's had a full Achilles
and you have
tear.
to change the running and everything.
Okay, I mean, we'll see. But in my opinion, he's not going to do shit.
With injury like that, you never know if you can completely recover. He might never be the same Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Like,
yeah,
we're gonna have to wait and see.
I don't think he's going to be the same.
Yeah, you never know with injury
People saying he needs to trust his body more. It's so much easier said than done, especially when you have the amount of injuries that Ruben has had in his career too. You lose. Look at Eden Hazard, for example. The second leg against Chelsea, that was not Eden Hazard, especially with the way that he received the ball, with the way he tried to move with the ball as well. All he did was try to hold the ball up and feed it to other players. He wasn't trying to take players on. He wasn't trying to play with confidence because he's not confident. He hasn't got that belief in his body. When you have injuries that are recurring, it happens.
Yeah, you're going to be cautious.
You're scared to put 110%, not to put 110% in. I think that's a bit unfair. I think you're a lot more scared to play aggressive or to play your full brand of play, because as soon as you connect with somebody else, you could be injured.
Yep.
And that's the worry on his head. Graham saying, what's everyone thinking about Kova? Sometimes I think he's good. Sometimes I think he's a dribble merchant. I think you just said Kovacic perfectly. Like, he's great in terms of progressing play. Defensively, he's all right. But if he had a bit more awareness, he'd be much better. And going forward, he's all right. But if he had a bit more of a final ball and a bit more end product, he'd be really good.
So
but
good
that's
on the
why
ball.
he's an amazing sub option for us.
Yeah.
When it's Kovacic's day, he's a baller.
Yeah, he has the quickest speed for a midfielder in the world, but he just can't do anything going forward. Like, he can carry the ball, but
it did get better under Tuchel. It got better under Tuchel. I will not have that as any slander towards him, because he did get better.
But
before his injury, he did get better.
He's mad nice. As long as he just cuts out the sporadic long shots, like he's just mad good going forward. Honestly, he's one of the more underrated box to box midfielders. Honestly, that's what he is.
Facts. The problem is we don't play box to box. If we did, it would be a lot easier for him. But it's a matter of he just has to adapt. He just has to adapt. Yeah, he just has to adapt his gameplay in order to fit with the system that Tuchel's trying to play. If he does 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 or 4-2-2-2, I don't see him getting any game time in the 4-2-2-2. But it will be a lot. In a 4-3-3, I could see him getting some game time.
In a double pivot with Jorginho, he works. But I think like the interesting thing too is that like we talk about Kova, and I actually think RLC has a lot of like similar traits in the sense that he can carry the ball from deep, he can break lines with penetrating runs, and we compare their goal threat. I think RLC's goal threat is obviously like
RLC has more attacking awareness.
I see Ruben as more of a 10 compared to an 8. When Kovacic is more 8 than a 10.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with that. Ruben is more of an attack.
Right, boys. I'm
Definitely more attacking.
To go,
Yeah.
have a certain thing now.
Oh, you going for
Be well,
round
then.
2 already? Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Fair
G.
enough, man.
Wait.
All right, bless, bro. Safe for jumping on.
Or can I just jump in here about Malin? Not reading into Malin real quick, but like I was on, like, obviously Dortmund have wanted him for a little bit now, I guess, but when reports initially came out, everyone said he was a Sancho replacement. Now they're saying he's a Haaland replacement. Like, not that it really, like, he could just replace either person, but people are saying he's a Haaland replacement more than anything now. It's funny.
Yeah, because he played as a center forward.
Exactly, like that. That's why I'm saying, like, labeling him as a Sancho replacement at first made no sense. He's not a wide player.
Yeah. I think at the I think they're not going to try and get a Sancho replacement. They already have Gio Reyna. He can play on the left and the right. For USA, he plays on the right, so Pulisic can play on the left. And he was doing perfectly fine on the right, so I think he should be able – he's going to be the replacement for the right.
I think Dortmund might look at their squad and rest of the league, and I don't think it's guaranteed they'll make top 4 next year in that league. So even if they keep Haaland, like I said, last year they struggled to make it. I think they made it like last 2 weeks because Frankfurt fell off. So for them, like, financially, they might just look at the squad and be like, better off just selling them and upgrading the squad in other positions.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Bayern, we know Bayern is going to win the league. Leipzig got better because their biggest problem was the striker, and they got Andre Silva. I know, like, he had a pretty good year at Frankfurt last year. And then Wolfsburg, they got it. Wolfsburg kept everybody, and they were good last year. And then you got, like, Bayern Leverkusen and other teams around there, so it's not a guarantee for them. That's why I think this Haaland move is a real possibility.
Yeah, hopefully we see Erling Haaland get through in the next few days. Yeah, check the Chelsea Megastore, bro. The online one. It's the only place where you can get these with the 2 stars, the Champions of Europe on the back, so check it out. We're going to end the stream in a few minutes. And you guys got any final thoughts you guys want to add in?
Peace out, Tappy.
You'll definitely go here, I'm sure of it. You must be. You must be. Anyone got any other thoughts they want to add?
Bold take about Varane and Ben White. Varane, on paper, obviously great signing. He's as decorated as anyone, as decorated as Dani Alves, whatever. But no, he's not as decorated as Dani Alves. Dani Alves, like, I got you. But like, great deal for Man United. But bold take, I think Ben White's going to do better for Arsenal. Obviously, getting him for 60 million is not a good deal. But I don't necessarily think Varane's going to fluke, but Ben White is going to do bits. Arsenal didn't get him for a good price, but he's going to do bits.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but the problem is who is Ben White playing with, and who is?
It's going to be Gabriel. It's going to be Gabriel.
And no. Yeah, exactly. Gabriel is not as good. As much as we like to talk shit, Gabriel is not as good as Harry Maguire. So I think Maguire with Varane is going to be a lot of a more of a symbiotic relationship than Ben White and Gabriel.
Well, I think he's going from back 3 into a back 4, so I'm interested to see how he adjusts to that.
Gabriel's going to Marseille.
Yeah.
I think United still need a proper ball-playing centre-back.
They need a CDM. That's what I need.
Or they can get a ball-playing CDM, but they need someone who can play the ball at the back.
All right, cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna end the stream now anyway. Big up all you guys. We've actually had some Erling Haaland news for today, so we're glad to have actually brought you some sort of news. But we will be back in about just over 3 hours for Shameless FC. For all you guys who are wondering if we're doing the show, yes, 8 p.m. we are going to be live on Shameless FC, talking all things football throughout the week. So check it out. And smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. We will leave you, as we start the show, with a photo of that thick neck. Take care, like and subscribe, and as always, up the shells.
Peace.